We're finally live, but they can't see us because the doors are closed properly this time. They're freaking closed properly this time, so let's go ahead and get these bad boys open. Let's not waste any more freaking time. Everyone's freaking in the wrong place because I've had to reload the browser about 100 billion times. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Totally, everything's fine here. Everything's fine.
Fire behind you.
You know, a very large leak, very dangerous. How are you? Welcome to the
Gassy,
stream.
how are you?
Welcome to Flurry of Bros, where nothing ever goes wrong and everything is perfect. Throwing it out there right at the start before we go any further, we're having issues with Roll20 and the cameras, so if you see them freeze, I will be trying to be on top of it and refreshing it so that that is not a permanent thing, or I won't. I may get tired of doing that and we'll just have frozen pictures of people. But just want to let you guys know that that is what is going on. Other than that, welcome to episode 2. Finally, episode 2 of campaign 2, Out of the Abyss. I am Jared, your humble host, incompetent as I may be. Joined, of course, by my good friends, Crazy-Eyed Eddie.
Hey.
Zach.
What's up?
Devin.
Hiya.
And our DM, Sean.
Hello.
Welcome all, welcome all. That's all I've got to say because I hate the internet and technology.
Yeah, you've already wasted enough of our time. Like,
I've wasted everyone's time, and I am going to just... Yes. I will throw things over to Sean to DM and do what he does best.
I don't know about best, but I can do my best.
You're amazing.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I just want to give the heads up now. If I lose my voice somewhere during the stream, it's all right. I've been dealing with it for about a week. Got a little sick, but
prepared.
that would require actual prep time, and I didn't take any of that except to set some things up. No. So, welcome back, everybody, to Out of the Abyss. And I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong or misremembering, but last we left off, the party made their way into Velkenvir, a drow stronghold of the Underdark, following rumors of a raiding party that was going to be attacking the Lost Mine with the Spellforge. They met up with a new ally who was... They don't know much about her yet, but her name is Elora. She appears to be half elven, with some other half somewhere in there. We're not sure exactly what yet, and I don't know if you want to reveal that. They were able to release the slaves from the slave pen, as well as Elora, who was in there. She kind of blew open the doors, while the rest of the party assaulted the front of the cavern. Now they make their way, kind of leaving off. Hendrix was about to detect thoughts on the one of the drow matrons in the cavern.
Yes!
And then they're going to decide where they want to go next. So, my lovely players, what are we doing?
Aw. You talking about us? Lovely.
I'm going to detect thoughts on this girl.
All right. So, I believe that is...
her first.
I believe you did already. I think we were in the process of doing it. She had failed her save.
Yeah, like some other stuff happened, yeah.
And you had Zone of Truth, which means that anything that Hendrix gets out of these thoughts cannot be purposefully shrouded in lies. As we all kind of know, when you're being forced to tell the truth, it's what you perceive is the truth. But in this case, it's more of a... you're also getting her direct thoughts, so it's much harder to hide that anyway.
Yes.
So, and she failed the Zone of Truth, as well as the drow next to her, who goes by the name Shur Vandry. He is awake. He is at a very low amount of hit points after having been beaten and then surrendering to you. So, he also did not even try to resist the Zone of Truth. So you guys will be able to question him, and you can kind of decide from there what you believe based on what he's telling you. If he is still deliberately trying to keep some things from you, because it's not necessarily a lie if they don't tell you certain parts. So, first things first, we will get the detect thoughts off of the Drow Matron. Hendrix, first off, do you want to use your psionic crystal to kind of transmit thoughts that you're pulling from her? So that
Yes, I
you kind of
do.
share it with the party?
Yes.
All
I want them to see all my fantasies.
Mm.
So, the first thing you get is a name, which you can guess is her name. Let's put it into the chat. Her name is Ilvara Mizrim.
Elvira.
Okay.
Ilvara. But yes.
Yes.
She is a lower priestess of the House Mizrim, which is a noble house in the city of Menzoberranzan, the Drow city. She was sent to this place because of some disturbances that the Drow had been increasingly aware of. You get some vague notions of demon lords stirring. And all of you can kind of make Arcana checks at the end of this if you would wish to know kind of what you know about said demon lords. It's not a very high DC simply because most learned creatures know at least something about the abyss. Can't live in a world with it, you know what I mean? Without knowing something about it. So they were planning on attacking the Spellforge because they needed to secure the magical prowess of the place to help in removing this scourge of the Underdark.
Okay.
And then you see flashes of these horrific creatures. You see let me see if I can find a good picture of at least one for you guys.
I do like me some pictures.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe I actually have to pull it out of this other part here. The biggest one that you see is not here. What?
Really? It's just not here, huh? It's visible.
Oh, that's why. All right. So you can see the first and biggest creature that all of you see, and don't scroll down too far, is this one.
Is this?
Oh, the Demigorgon.
That's a freaking thing from Stranger Things. The Demigorgon.
That is the Prince of Demons.
Or they mention it anyways.
Demogorgon. So you guys can see that one. There is another one that you guys were also able to see, going by the name of Baphomet.
Ooh.
Yo, that's it.
Hell
Like
no.
you're seeing some of these things as you're going through, and all of you are seeing these creatures as they just flash into your minds. Of some of the demon lords that she has personally at least either seen or knows enough about. So you see those 4 that I just showed you.
Oh my God, there's so many. You're gonna crash everything. No, I'm
Dude,
kidding.
that guy looks.
Big boy,
that dude, yeah, that dude looks thick
He's a thick boy.
Yeah.
already.
The big boy.
So, and you get some minor information for each of them based off of what you are gleaning from her mind. So the first one that you saw, Demogorgon, is known as the Prince of Demons. He is the embodiment of chaos, madness, and destruction. He is what would be considered the epitome of chaotic evil, and is one of the most powerful creatures that you can find in the Abyss.
Oh.
I think he's just misunderstood.
Mm.
And then you have Baphomet, who is the Horned King and the Prince of Beasts. Basically, he wants to destroy all civilization, and savagery is strength, according to his his beliefs. He's also the you can think of him as like a patron demon of minotaurs, if that makes sense. So lots of his stuff is about mazes, labyrinths. Like a lot of the cults that are created by him are.
He's got
maze.
David Bowie locked up somewhere in a labyrinth.
Or maybe he is David Bowie.
Or maybe he could be David Bowie. Who knows?
Then you have Gratz, who is the Dark Prince. He is one of the ones that he's called the Dark Prince of Pleasure. And he considers restriction the only sin. So he takes what he wants. He is one of those that fights against Demogorgon, trying to overtake him. They all try to overtake each other, but they're kind of like particularly rivals. And then Orcus, the last one that you saw, is the Demon Prince of Undeath, or is also known as the Blood Lord. He once had like more of a he was once almost deified as a god of undeath before the gods, particularly Kalemvor, the highest god of death, took him down because of the affront to death that he stands for. You get a little bit of information about them, as well as stirrings in what is called the Dark Lake, which is the next place they were going to be searching after they were pushed away from the Spellforge, so to speak. One thing you guys do remember is this creature over here. The Kuotoa fish guy was talking about the town of the Kuotoa. Slubludop is on the Dark Lake, and he mentioned to you guys that he could get you there. So you do also get some other flashes of things that Matron Mizrim has done, including the severe tortures and other unnameable things that she did in the name of Loth, the goddess of the Drow. We were not going to go into those particulars, but you can imagine, some of the horrific things the masters of torture, the Drow, are. While all this is going on, you guys also notice that Ilona appears to be casting ritually, so it's taking her a little bit of time, but during this amount of time, the healing, go ahead and roll your healing for that character. And then I need to see if I can change a couple things, because I need some kids to stop running up and down the halls. Bring down my hood a little bit. Can you guys still hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Just turning down the gain a little bit. Still working with it. I'm working with a new mic, everybody. So if you guys hear some background noise, I am working on trying to get it all situated. So feel free, if you guys hear too much of it, just let me know, and I will get it. I will work on it. All right. Also, Zach, I saw your notes about the Drow. She is unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Then
That's probably why he wants to try and charge. He's like, oh, she's already asleep.
So,
yeah, unconscious, so no.
So you are not able to charm her at this time. On top of the fact that if you did try to charm her, remember two big important things. She is a priestess of Loth. So Loth herself is the demon queen of the abyss. She's a greater deity of chaos and evil. So you can imagine some of the things that this character might have done and would do to you, considering the view of some Drow, especially priestesses of Loth, have the viewpoint of everything that is not drow is garbage.
Hmm.
So unless you're into that kind of thing,
Oh, we got
you really want
a little there, right?
Unless you're like, yes, I'm garbage. Yes, I'm garbage.
Get some leather armor.
So you've gotten some information from her. Are you going to ask the other drow over here about any of it, or are you going to go off of what she said? And I imagine you probably also maybe shared with him a little bit of it, just so you know, so you don't have to like put it out verbally for him. Does that make sense? So this drow probably knows some of what you saw, unless you don't want him to have seen it.
I mean, can I even ask him stuff while I'm like in her brain? Like, is that even like?
Yeah, this think of it as like
Okay.
think of it as more of a, you've sifted through, and now your mind is just taking it in.
All right. So yeah.
It's like an instant transfer of the information, no matter how slowly I give it to you.
So like there's a lot of stuff that happened there, right? So we saw 4 demon lords or whatever they are.
Yep.
And then we saw they're here to like get magic from a thing of whatever, right?
Well, so think of this as like an outpost, so that they have like a small base of operations that isn't in Menzo Baron's Inn.
Okay. Okay, so this is an outpost to get magic from a thing? Like, is that why they're here?
Yeah,
like,
so they have this place, they were setting it up so to make it a bigger outpost so that they could use it to set up raids on like, say, the Spellforge, which you guys
okay, all right.
defeated the raid by, setting off the alarms. And then they are also planning on raiding other cities within the Underdark.
All right, so first question I have for him is like, is this their only is this their main like outpost of where they're going to start these raids from? Is this like, this is where they're coming to go do the other stuff, or is there more places like this?
This is our first outpost. If we continue, we plan on making more. However, we do not have any more at this time.
Okay.
If we let you go, are you going to hurt people?
More than likely. That is the way of the drow. Those that are weak,
That's right here.
those that are weak deserve to be enslaved.
Damn.
But you were beaten, so should you not be enslaved yourself?
That is why I am not fighting you. You have proven that you are stronger than me.
Right, chain him up.
I don't have any chains.
I can assure you.
Not that guy.
I can assure you for now. I know what spell you cast on me, elf. That for the moment you don't have to worry about me trying to escape or attacking you. Remember, he is under the effects of Zone of Truth. He knows that he's under the effects of Zone of Truth. So he's picking his words carefully. You can still make insight checks on these characters if you wish.
Didn't you say we needed to make a Arcana check or something as well? For something?
Yes, you can make Arcana checks to see if you know more about the Demon Lords.
All right.
I say we kill his ass. That's just me.
So I rolled a 27 on the Arcana check.
All right, 27 Arcana. Zach, you got an 11. Devin got an 8.
I'm not even gonna roll for Arcana because I have like nothing in that, so there's no point.
Dude.
Well, and on top of that, it might make sense that Bastion wouldn't know as much because of his own past. He may not know.
You did
as much
forget a
about
lot
this.
of it, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
Error 40 something.
Error 404.
That's the one.
Information
not found. Yeah.
Too much porn. Oh, no.
Maybe you should check file 13.
He's a monk, not a bard, dude.
Aww.
All right. So Hendrix,
Yes.
you know a lot of things about the abyss itself. It is the plane of pure chaos.
Chaos
and
All right.
evil. So most of the creatures that are there are typically that type of alignment. Usually there is no changing of that type of alignment in demons in that regard. So you know that these creatures are evil.
And you're not really going to be able to change them.
With usually no chance at redemption, especially the lords
I can
themselves.
change him.
You also
Okay.
do know that there have been cases of some of these creatures that are not the lords that have risen, just as this is our fallen celestials. There can be risen demons. It's very, very rare because of the type of creatures that they are, but it does happen. You also
All
know
right.
that there are at least 8 demon lords total.
Jeez.
And we've seen
So
4 in the vision.
You've seen 4 of them in the vision.
Yeah.
So you do know that there are quite a few more of them, but that they are all pretty much constantly trying to fight each other for power and supremacy.
Dang.
All right.
So, and of course, you do know that there's a lot of questions on how the abyss was first created, where it came from, all of that, but there's nothing set in stone.
I'm gonna ask the dude, or also try to see in the vision or whatever, how many, people, how strong are they? Is it just thousands on top of thousands on top of thousands of people, or is it a group of 100 people? Could our
Which set of
town,
people?
the people that's gonna do the raiding and stuff?
Oh, the drow.
All the raiders, yeah, the drow and stuff like that.
Let me see. So you can pull some of that information from her mind, but then you also are able to pull. You're asking Shur Vandry, the drow warrior, about their numbers. Was that what I'm getting from you?
Yeah.
There. Now you should see his name under him. So he can tell you that the city of spiders, Menzo Berenzen, is a very, very large city, but it is by no means. Oh, come on, the word. They're by no means. They don't agree with each other. There are many houses of the drow, and each one vies for power within the house. There are alliances within, but it's very difficult to get the entire city to do one thing.
Okay.
So it's not a guarantee of what their numbers are. He can tell you that that there are the Mizrim house has approximately 300 to 400 drow warriors, as well as a good number of mages and at least 4 priestesses and 2 high priestesses of Loth. So they have significant numbers, but that he also mentions that his house isn't even the biggest of houses.
Okay.
So we can.
Y'all
take
have
him.
any questions for him? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out is if they're going to be doing all this raiding and all that stuff, and this is their only, this is their first point they're going to, right? So this is going to be the bottleneck because nobody's gone back to ask or tell the rest of them hey, don't come here. There's bad people here. Or anything like that. So this is. We could either A, lay a trap here for them, capture them as they come, and then just throw them down into the pit. If they prove to not be able to be not good people, drow things, or we could. It might be better to set up a stronger defense position in the tunnels heading this way. Because they're smaller corridors, so it takes less manpower, so it reduces their numbers to single file line type stuff. So their numbers really don't matter, if they're a huge force. So
go ahead and make any of you can do this. Can either make a wisdom or intelligence check, just straight intelligence or wisdom.
Ow.
Not a wisdom save.
Nope,
Just wisdom.
Oh, whoops.
Well, it should
Yeah.
be the
I told
same.
you she
The
wasn't
wisdom
there.
check should probably still be the same, roughly, for
That's true.
Goras there. Unless he's proficient in wisdom saves, which usually...
Where the plus
not.
might come from.
No, that's bless.
Dang
Oh.
You can take the
Frickin'
first number
bless.
because it's the same. Zach, did you hear me? You can take that first number. You can take 19
Sounds good.
because it's going to be
Yeah.
the same for you. It's the same modifier, so you can just take the first one.
Okay.
So, well, between the four of you, you figure, one, Elona has probably been at least told a little bit about the fact that you guys have some, of your caravan outside outside of this area. And between the four of you, you kind of come up with an idea of you could probably make this your base of operations while you're heading out and looking for other places, while leaving the B team here to kind of keep things in order. You figure with how easy it was for you guys to kind of take down this base, it shouldn't be that hard for them to hold it now that they have it, especially with the choke points and all of that.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you have Crew, who is out there. Crew Venom Scales.
Crew's here. Kevin.
Yep, Kevin.
Yeah. Kyle, he's down there.
As well as
Good old Keith.
as well as Droop and Bertram. Or they're here, as well as Arizar are all here. So those four are here. Kind of gives you guys, like, we can set up other stuff for, like, them defending the area, as well
Now,
as
did
you
we
do
get-
have. Go ahead.
Did we get that it was a goblin that we let go back there, like, hey, if you don't want to really be here, like, we're about to blow all this up, you better go.
You
Back
mean
to them.
the deep gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deep gnome, that's what it was, yeah.
Will do.
Guy
Like
right
that
here?
dude?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got him, like, he's in this group of people. Okay, all right. Like, I'm just wondering, like, if any of these people that we rescued or whatever, if they want to join them or join us or whatever as well. What I'm kind of getting at, like, are any of these people going to just go back to where they came from, or are they going to stick around to enact revenge? Like, what are they doing?
The Drow, are they going to
Or, no,
enact revenge?
Well,
Any of the
we
people
rescued.
that were in the prison cells that we saved or that got released?
Are they
Um,
useful?
Like the people
my
who were
goodness.
standing around us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
most of them have mentioned that they want to either find their way home, or when they get their strength back up, go on their own ways.
All right.
Elona, I need you to make a medicine check on these two guys here. You already know a little bit, so you can make it at advantage because you've spent some time with them in the slave pens.
Okie dokie.
So, one thing that you notice, that you've noticed for this entire time, is that they seem to want to kind of strike out on their own. And you kind of looking at them. They don't seem like the typical, like, you have the deep gnome up here that you kind of met first, and then these two almost seem very nervous and so they seem to be fighting urges of some sort. And then with your medicine check, you're kind of able to look over them. You notice that there are a couple of marks on their bodies, as well as, like, hair that almost seems like that, like the stiffer, almost rat-like hair coming out of their bodies.
Ew.
So you would presume that this is a type of lycanthropy that they are under the effects of. If all of you would like to ask them about that.
We all know that?
If Elona deigns to share.
Yeah, Ilona would share with you guys. Like,
So
those guys might be rat lycanthropes.
were rats.
Where
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
do we know anything about, like, Can I, well, maybe
Yeah,
I'll just,
make
maybe just
make
ask- I
make
could just-
nature or arcana or
Could I just ask Elona? Like she clearly
Well,
knows a thing or
did
two
the-
about these things. Are they normally
did the-
bad?
Yeah, did the truth thing that Alona cast on the drow girl and Shore or whatever his name is, did it affect any of those people?
no, it's only what, a 15-foot radius, or is it 10-foot?
15-foot
15
sphere
foot
centered on
yeah,
one of
so
the
if you
monsters.
cast it
So-
on her, it'd make it up to there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then, if you
Mm.
would like to see if they will succeed, that is a Wisdom saving throw, DC 17. I don't need Alona in that check, please. Thank you.
I thought you were gonna say I don't need a loan.
What's the truth, Alona? Would that
Wisdom.
work on yourself if you were in the?
Yes, you can
You're
actually
all
zone of
saying?
truth yourself.
So now's the time to ask Alona anything.
Oh,
So the one on the right seems to resist, and Ilona, you know that he resisted the zone of truth. However, the other one, so Topsy is the one on the right, and Turvy is the one on the left. Topsy Turvy. Turvy did not succeed. He wasn't really trying to resist as much anyway, because he almost feels guilt because of this, and he immediately, as soon as somebody brings up were-rats, starts spilling
Mm.
everything.
Oh.
He and his brother were bitten by a few were-rats somewhere in the depths of the Underdark. And they've been fighting the urges of the lycanthropy ever since, trying to find either some way to cure themselves or to have a noble death somewhere in the Underdark, fighting against something that, they may be able to help somebody before something like that happens to themselves.
You could help us. It would be a noble
Well,
cause to protect
we-
the other denizens from invading Drow.
Could we possibly, like, is there any way that we might be able to try to cure them, either through some means that exists or maybe through the Spellforge somehow, since we have access to the Spellforge? And
Go
could
ahead.
we use that
I mean,
information?
I could bonk
to-
them with a hammer until they're dead. That'll cure them of it.
Hey man, that won't cure them. They'll still be.
It'll cure
they'll
them.
They'll be dead versions of that.
It'll cure them though. No more wear.
No, they will still be were-rats,
So
just
Alona,
dead
Alona
were-rats.
looks like she could remove the curse. Maybe.
Yeah. So, you, Ilona, and Hendrix, if you guys want to make Arcana checks to see if that you think that might work,
I'll do it since I brought it up.
and yeah, you can bring
I
it.
rolled a
you can do
14.
it.
I
Funny
I
enough-
have like no
You think
intelligence.
it would work?
Funny enough,
Hmm.
Bastion, you've heard of this before. Somehow so has so has Goras. DC was
Accessing.
15. So, Hendrix, you may not know about this because you're not as familiar with the divine magics.
I just bang
Oh.
hammers, dude. That's all I do.
I think
So, but Bastion has been around enough monks and probably a few clerics that from his old
We've vanquished a few
monk temple.
were-rats from time to time.
and Goras, you're a fairly learned bard, so you probably do know quite a bit of things.
I
Bards
don't know
actually
if
do
I would
good.
describe them that way, but okay.
Here's the thing:
I drink and I know
The-
things. Okay.
Okay,
the
fair
bard
enough.
subclasses are known as colleges. So
No,
at some
I know
point,
normally.
you went
but,
to college.
but
Yeah. Ate a lot of pizza, drank a lot of beer, and that was about it.
Frat life, bro.
But yes,
you actually did go to college too. It pretty
Bastion-
much describes Zach actually.
Bastion and Goras, you Ilona, you bring up remove curse, and they're like, yes, we know that will work.
Hmm.
They've been through it enough times before to see remove curse itself actually remove lycanthropy as well as a few other things. This particular form of lycanthropy is a curse as well.
Let's fix
Would
the.
they want this curse removed, or does it give them some sort of strength?
Hmm.
Or
So-
do they want it removed later? Like,
If
use
you
the
remove it
strength.
now, they no longer have to fight against
They
the
just leave.
were-rat urges that are also chaotic evil.
Oh.
They
okay.
think of it as like every full moon they lose control of their own selves, as well as the savagery of the creatures, the type of creatures that they would be.
Yeah,
So,
take him there. Let's heal him up.
Do they want to be healed up?
Yeah, like it's still their
Consent is
choice.
important. I know that's a 4-letter word to the bard, but
so
what important?
Yes, that's what I meant.
they both are now looking at the four of you like you are some kind of deities. Like, you know, they're looking at you like you can do that. Like,
yes, my child, we can.
we've never met anybody that could remove these things, or we wouldn't go to the city of the Drow to have them do it, because then they would be enslaved. Sorry, I'm getting asked a question.
Train as clerics more.
And the rest of the party knows a good place where if they want to go and train to be clerics, they can go. But yeah, they will happily accept the healing if you are willing to give them the removal of their curse.
Our godly powers, we can certainly see to that.
Does Goras have remove curse?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
If not,
I'll give you a hint, Goras. It's a 3rd level spell.
I don't believe so.
Oh, I think I might actually know it by accident.
I got fly.
By accident? Is that what
hey,
you
sometimes
said?
I just click on stuff, okay? Sometimes I get a rush, I'm click, and boom, stuff happens. No, I don't know it, by the way.
That's true.
Got enhanced ability.
I mean, Goras, if you're gonna sit here trying to talk yourself up like that, make a deception check. Meanwhile, Elona, are you gonna cast remove curse?
I can definitely do it.
Yes.
Go ahead and if Elona is willing to do it, she can. You can just mark those off of your spell list as cast. That's the spell slot's taken for that. And
I'm assuming we're probably gonna want to take a rest or something before we proceed from this place.
yeah. You guys have time to do that and talk to these other travelers since you have taken over this particular area of the Underdark.
May the light of Torm cleanse you. Actually, I may have just called the wrong god.
Oh no!
I thought you said Torm and Ilmater, so I think you have both.
Oh yeah, Ilmater and Torm.
Yep,
that was close.
Dodged a bullet there.
Would we have known either way?
So
yeah,
you guys watch these two deep gnomes. They start to like almost immediately. They go from like this like scrawny, almost rat-like appearance, even in their humanoid forms. And they start to fill out. They get a little bit shorter. They probably lose like maybe like 2 or 3 inches like shorter. But they become stouter as well. Their skin kind of becomes a little bit more grayish or earthen colored. And their muscles begin to like, instead of just being like that lean, like rat-like, it becomes like the actual like musculature begins to build back up on them. And you can see that these creatures have lived in the Underdark for so long, moving and working the stone, that they are like Hendrix, how muscly he is in terms of like dwarven. They're almost the same as like other dwarves in terms of how much muscle they have.
Their names will be Hans and Franz.
They correct you and say that they are still Topsy and Turvy. That is the name that their parents gave them.
Nice try, though. Nice try.
Wait, it's a pump? You up.
I'm going to just move them up here so that they're with their friend over here. But they are
those
now...
three are friends.
They're all deep gnomes. They're all kind of like trying to stick together in terms of knowing each other.
But is that other dude like in the same mentality as them? Is he wanting to like, I don't know, potentially join the fight, or is he wanting to go somewhere else?
Well,
do we need to talk to that? Do we need to talk to that guy? Because like he could be shady. I don't know. Like that's my whole like thought. Like one of these guys could be like that drow right there. That's in the thing. Like he could be a spy. Who knows?
Jim Jar, actually tells you that he is a spy from Blingdenstone, the deep gnome city of the Underdark.
AKA Bling Bling.
He tells you that he was actually captured by the drow at some point, and instead of trying to break free, he decided he would use the time to actually gather the intelligence within the area.
Well,
He doesn't know.
Quick question, real quick. This short guy, do we need him anymore?
That is up to the rest of the party.
Let's kill his ass.
There's already been a lot of heedless violence.
No?
Yeah.
I could baptize
He's
him in the
defenseless
name of
and our
Ilmater in
prisoner,
this water.
and you want to just kill him. What is your alignment?
You said you might kill us later on. I'm being smart about this, okay?
Yeah. If there's a way that Elona could like guarantee that he's not gonna hurt anybody ever again, like if you just like straight brainwash him or whatever, like Clockwork Orange, to where he doesn't hurt anybody, then yeah, that's fine. He can stay alive, but like he's just gonna be bad.
I feel like he's
just gonna be bad. Like that's
put him
it.
in his place. Like we've already proved that he is weaker than us. That is their way. We don't have anything to worry of them anymore.
But their culture, though, thinks that we all suck, so we should get one up on them and take care of this right now so he can't get us later.
But look, I can baptize him in the name of Ilmater in this water. I'll have him walk out there, dunk his head under, and he'll be saved.
Oh my.
Is it that easy to change a religion? I feel we can solve a lot of problems.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah. If we can't like keep him from hurting somebody, like it's our responsibility to make it to where he's not going to hurt anybody else.
Exactly.
Like yes, we are stronger than him, but like other people that he finds, they're probably won't be as strong as he is. So, like all those people's like all that's on us because we let him go.
Yeah. We're the good guys.
All right. If you guys want to be judge, jury, and executioner, Bastion will have no part of this.
Okay.
I will play to my alignment, and I will not kill an unarmed person who surrendered to us, even if that is the possibility. Even if by letting him go we may risk someone else. That is not right to treat a prisoner of war. I'm not talking. Yeah, I'm not sure if I believe you, but
like, what does that mean? Like, we did just watch you melt a couple of people.
Exactly. I just saw you put salt on some slugs, and I'm not okay with it.
First thing he does, though, one, his weapon has been disarmed from him. You guys took that away. It's a very, very well-made weapon. He also holds up. He tells you, "Hold on, don't try to kill me yet. I have some things that might help." And holds up a wand. Hendrix, you have your detect magic up. You can tell it's magical.
Hey, that's magical. That's a magical wand. That's not just some stick he found.
It appears to be it almost looks like a gray, like slate gray, almost has a rock-like appearance, but has like webs, like swirling up the inside, like outside of it. He tells you it is a wand of viscous globs. It shoots a very, a glob that makes things stick to the wall, to the floor, to the ceiling, wherever you need to stick them.
It's everywhere. All right.
I found a great name for that. I just thought of a great name for this wand.
Oh shit!
You go first.
It's a skeet gun. It goes skeet all over the place. That's what it is.
I'm not saying.
How did you know the command word?
You know, I'm a sailor. I've been around. I've seen some stuff.
The Juice Master 5000.
If you guys will keep me alive, I will swear my fealty to you. I'm under this. Looks up at the elf woman. Whatever this spell is, I don't know much about magic, but I know it forces me to say the truth.
How good is the word of a drow, though? That's a real question.
Make insight checks.
I may not be willing to execute this guy, but I'm definitely not okay with having him just hang out with us.
Oh, not in my backyard.
No.
I'll whip out
I'll let you live, but not here.
blast his ass.
19. I don't know if I could roll for that, but I did a 19 for insight.
Yeah, everybody can make insight checks.
Mine's 21 or 17?
17. That 4 is, for whatever reason, guidance still rolling for you randomly.
All right.
Man, your stuff's just busted.
So, Hendrix, you're not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I've never really encountered Drow that much, you know. Just a couple of times.
The other 3, you can tell that he believes that if he swears something under this zone, he has to be held to it until he is released from the promise.
So until we let him free.
No, so if he will swear fealty to you under this zone of truth, and he believes he has to uphold it because of the magic that it currently binds him.
I mean, it could be useful to have someone who is familiar with the territory. You know?
What if everyone's dead though? That's a problem we might run into, you know.
What? I didn't hear half of what you said.
This guy says he's gonna try. He would in the future try to kill us though. So I mean, it's a back and forth here, you know. And if he's gonna try to kill us later, I want to come back to our camp here and everyone's just dead.
He never said he would try to kill you guys again. He already knows that you guys defeated him.
Oh, you're.
I was wondering where you're getting this information from.
Yeah.
And this is why Bastion needs to be the freaking voice of reason.
It sounds like Elona. Elona's trying to say something about it as well.
Oh, did I mute myself?
No, you're just
quiet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, just soft spoken elven woman, partially. While you guys are sitting there talking back and forth, Elona's just gonna like reach down, grab his forearm, and be like, "Welcome to the group." She's gonna hand him his sword back.
And
I'm gonna look at Elona. I'm like, all right, well, that's your responsibility. If he acts up, you got to melt him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if he misbehaves, I will turn him into goo.
Bastion will walk over and take his sword away from him.
And he
I'm not going to kill this guy, but doesn't mean I trust this guy. And I don't see why we should be arming him.
He don't need no weapon yet. He only need one.
Here's the funny thing too, is he didn't try to take the sword from Elona. He just kind of looked at it and was like, "No."
Oh.
With your insight check earlier,
well, it's our sword.
Those that got a 15 or higher, now looking at him, you realize he almost seems resigned to all of this.
Good.
One thing that you guys do know from Ilvara's memories is that the Drow society is highly matriarchal. The lowest female in the city is still higher than the highest male.
Puff, puff,
So he may be looking for a way to leave the city of the Drow altogether.
Here's an idea. What do you guys think of this idea? These folk who are here were held prisoner by these Drow. Why don't we let them decide their fate? If anyone deserves justice, not a great idea. If anyone look, it's not about good ideas and bad ideas. It's about justice. And this would be the most proper justice. These Drow technically didn't do anything to us until we got here, but they enslaved these poor folk and did God knows what to them. If anyone deserves to decide the fate of these two, it is these people, not us.
Well, Elona was there. So she's decided. She was a slave.
Oh.
She was captured.
But I'm also referring to the captain lady. Is she coming with us? She's unconscious.
No,
what are we doing with her?
In the slime. I'm going to kick her in the slime.
Yeah, Shura looks at you and says, "You should kill her. She does. she is the epitome of Drow evil in priestesses."
Bastion
Dude, I'm in her brain, man. I'm in her brain. I've seen her search history.
I am not interested in what you have to say, Drow. Your word is nothing. We do not know you.
Fair.
Your word means nothing.
if I may, I am under this compulsion. That is what I believe is truth. You can do with that what you will.
So what am I gonna do with this sword?
Give it to one of the prisoners. Let them defend themselves.
But if he's gonna come with us, he needs to be able to defend himself.
Yeah, like.
We get loot.
I can't hear half the things you're saying, Zach.
We get the loot.
It is a beautifully made scimitar. It does not appear to have any magic on it, though.
I just look at him like, I've got better. I've got better ones. That's not magical. I mean, if he does need a weapon or something, I'm pretty sure I've got plenty of weapons in my bag of holding and stuff, like from previous stuff. I've got basic weapons if he needs one. We could throw at him.
We can sell it at least.
It's his weapon. It's just a scimitar. It's just well crafted. You said there was nothing magical about it, so it's not a strong, unique scimitar. It's probably just his family's weapon.
Okay. I'm just not keen on the idea of arming this guy who was against us.
I'll make sure
if he's coming with us, I still think that's a bad idea.
Can we smelt it down for like material?
Yeah. Later.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Yeah, let's do that.
So,
and he can be a guide, so
yep.
That's why he's coming with us, right?
What does the drow spy think about it? Like, what does he's been here? He knows the people, the other drow.
Oh, this guy here?
Yeah, the dude that was in the prison, like this guy. Because like we should let the we should let the prisoner decide, right? Like, what does he think about it?
But you think that's a bad idea to let the prisoners decide?
Yeah.
Why?
Because prisoners aren't always right.
That and they're angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a
right.
right.
If I was them, I would instantly kill any one of them if I was
this drow,
and that would be their right.
Walks up and says, one introduces himself as Sarth. I was taken as prisoner because I did not do what Elora over there wanted me to do. So she decided that I would make a better slave than warrior. I think...
What did she want you to do?
She wanted me to kill some creatures that did not deserve killing. Not all drow are bad. Despite what many would want you to believe. And I've seen some level of nobility from Shur here. He's not the most noble of drow, but if he swears fealty, I do not think he will break it. But it is up to you. You could at least see how useful he would be. The rest of us over here probably don't have much of an opinion because he is drow. Therefore, they think he should just die. But as a drow, I can at least tell you that it takes a drow to know a drow. That is what I think you should do, is, use him as a guide, but watch him closely because we are known to be treacherous, even if he is not that way.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll take his special sword that he has, whatever it is, and I'm going to throw it in my bag of holding. I'll be like, he'll get it if he needs it. And it's decided he's coming with us.
If you would like further proof that he follows you, you could always have him, I don't know, kill his former mistress.
That really doesn't prove anything.
It would
So
It just
That-
proves that
here's
he's
the
willing to
thing.
kill.
Here's the
It,
thing.
pro-
There
it
are
proves he's willing to
other
kill under duress. That's all it means.
there are other witnesses that would that forces him to now take sides with you. Should word get out that he killed his mistress, it kind of forces him to stay with you rather than betray you. As I can guarantee that the drow probably have scrying and are watching us at this very moment.
So, do you guys want me to turn her into goo?
let's interrogate her. Wake her up, interrogator.
You guys got everything out of her already.
Yeah, like I've already like Vulcan mind melded with her. Like that's
Alright.
it. Like I know everything she knows.
Well, yeah, let's kill her. That simple.
So, what do you guys
After
want
this,
to do?
I'm definitely gonna have to take the rest then.
Are you guys going to have him do it, the drow, or are you going to do it yourselves?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna prove that any kind of like whatever from him. Like if there's supposedly other people like watching us or whatever, okay, that's fine. It's like blackmail or whatever. But I don't think him killing her is actually gonna make a difference. Because you're just killing it just proves that you can kill somebody under duress. So like
Yeah.
if he's pushed far enough, he'll kill somebody to get out of it. That's all it proves.
I agree.
I think we've
Okay.
spent way too much time on this.
Well, this whole bit here is setting up the entire rest of the adventure. So
All right, so it's worth it. It's worth it.
exactly, I want everybody to know that now. Like this whole bit kind of sets up the tone for the rest of a lot of things. So,
Go redemption.
want to give her a redemption arc, or are you giving the drow male a redemption arc?
The dude.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you're going to do that, Zach, you have advantage.
What is he doing? What's happening? Is he just pushing buttons?
I'm swinging.
So you have Elona, who is casting inflict wounds, and you have Goras, who is swinging his cittern.
With
Just did
thunder.
40 points of necrotic damage.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a
she-
16,
yeah.
a 16 will hit her. I would like to remind everybody to say what you're doing and your rolls, like what you rolled when you do it.
Okay.
Or at least run it by me before you start rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so between Goras and Elona, she quickly just you now notice that her heart is no longer beating, and she is dead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get away from her before she like starts melting. Hold on a second.
I got something else we could do.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna get away
if
from
you
her.
feel guilty about killing her.
Why?
I can animate the dead.
Who feels guilty?
No,
I don't.
like nobody feels guilty about killing her. It's fine. It's just I didn't think it really mattered if Dude Man killed her, if we killed her. It is whatever.
Yeah. I don't think it would have mattered one way or the other. I just like to give you the option.
Yeah. These other people like. What's that?
I said she still could be useful. She could be made to guard a corridor.
How long does they stay animated dead? 24 hours?
Yep.
They stay under your control for 24 hours. After that, it stops obeying your commands.
Yeah, no,
we
I'd say just
come
throw
back
her.
and it's a zombie apocalypse in here.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'd say just like make sure all the good loot's off of her and throw her in the slime.
Yeah.
With the rest of the bodies.
Let's
think
see here.
I think she's a pile of goo.
Well, that's why I got away from her. I don't know what's going to happen with her. Last
Poke
time
her in the
Alona
pile
like
with a
touched
stick.
somebody, they
Yeah,
they
dig
got
up.
melted.
Poke through the pile of goo with a stick and see if anything shiny comes through.
So you do actually find a weapon that she was wielding was. You guys can look at the information on this one. So.
Ooh,
Oh my.
some Cthulhu shit right there.
Yeah.
Some Japanese porno shit there, man.
Well, really says a lot about the person where you go with that, but you know, it is also not surprising.
Matriarch society. Okay, they're okay, all right.
So you do find this. Basically, she used it as a whip, so to either harm the slaves or to fight off monsters, and she is now a puddle of goo. So I'll just delete her token there. So.
Oh, no.
So, who wants the tentacle rod?
Wait, hold on a second. So this thing does 3 attacks for one thing. Each tentacle makes a melee roll with a +9 bonus on a hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's strong. Must take it. Yeah, if you hit with all 3, you must take it. So creature's speed is halved, is disadvantaged, dexterity saving throws. Honestly, I think Elona, do you want this? Because it kind of looks like it's just like if it's top tier stuff, it kind of slows people down, keeps them from running away from you. And out of all of us, I think somebody's going to run.
And
I've never met somebody who doesn't like me, but sure, I'll take it if no one else has any objections.
Yeah, if you want to take that, by all means, take it.
Seems very appropriate, actually.
Yeah, it's
just like melting someone with one hand and whipping them with the other. I mean, like,
you don't have any like.
Elona takes another step toward lichdom.
Yeah, you don't have any like super powerful melee stuff. You just got like basic melee stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that would be fine because you can reach up to 15 feet, so you can keep your distance and still hit with it if you lose all your spell slots. And it looks like it could do potentially, 1d6 times 3. So that's, you could do like a moderate amount of damage and then stop them from chasing you if you need to, or stop them from running away if you get lucky. And also we can improve it later. That looks good. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Yeah. Interesting.
Hendrix has spoken. He has approved.
I like that tentacle thing.
And I like the idea of him saying we can also improve it later. So if you get up stuff, you might get some other special effects.
Yeah, we might make it call the Kraken or something. Who knows?
No.
And it'll let Elona summon Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's what we need is some freaking mind
Dude, that
flayers.
would be some stuff to where like the whip cracks. When
song.
It cracks, it opens up a black hole and like squid arms come out and like just suck people into it and rip them away. Oh, that would be so dope.
That'd be horrible for them.
Just pulls them into Cthulhu's realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
the rest of these other 6 people here, I assume they all want to leave. One of these dudes was like a noble person, right? The little dude next to me.
This guy here is a Quagoth.
He thinks he is, or claims
those
to be.
big green things that you guys fought.
Yeah, but he's like cursed or something, right?
He's like crazy is what he is, if I remember correctly.
That's what he looks like. I sent you guys another.
He's that big? Like,
yeah, they are big creatures.
Big boy.
But yes, he thinks that he is some elf prince. I think you guys did a history check on it, and one of you figured out that the place that he was talking about does not exist. And has never existed.
Yeah, I think we did insight checks and just found out that he thinks he's this, but he definitely isn't, or something like that.
Okay.
We're here.
That's weird.
He looks very regal.
He tells you that if you need help going to the next place or the next destination, he has no way to help guide to those places. So he probably isn't the best person to ask about it. So he'll move you over there just to prove that he's done with that part. Do you have another question, Hendrix?
Would he be willing to like help us fight though, or at least help defend this place, since he's a noble or whatever, right? And they have like special code or something. I don't know. I'm a pirate. What do I know?
So he tells you that if that is what you need, I could do that, if you would wish. However, I would prefer to try to find my way back to my kingdom.
Oh yeah, like if he wants to do that, that's fine. It's totally up to him.
He can break off on his own if you wish. If you guys want him to. He has no.
He's not our prisoner.
About that.
Yeah, no, like nobody here
he
is
wants.
like being forced to stay.
Yeah.
Like they've been prisoner long enough. So
you sure you don't want to
like
kill
really
him?
the only person is like.
Why would we kill him?
I'm just being facetious.
He might have loot.
Let's put him in the pit with the slime, huh?
The next creature here looks like a giant, like living mushroom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, what the?
It's called a myconid.
Can you show that guy? There we go.
Can we could understand it, right?
It actually speaks. It sends out some spores that lets it speak to you telepathically.
Okay.
And it tells you that there is a place that you could go to for safety. It's a myconid grove deep in the Underdark.
All right. Does he want to travel?
Grove.
Does he want to travel with us too there?
Yeah, he said that he's willing to go and willing to help you guys get set up for another place of safety within the Underdark.
How big is he? He looks big, but is he big?
Yeah, he's a medium-sized creature, so he's probably about.
Is he like a horse? He's about a horse, right? He looks like a horse.
No, he's humanoid.
Oh, so he just
so
he's gonna stand up like.
He stands like a human. He's probably about 5 foot. So.
Oh.
A big mushroom.
Mushroom man.
Yep. Sarth, the other draw prisoner, says that the Neverlight Grove would also be a very good place to go. If you wish
who
to
said
have
that?
A place of safety.
Oh, the other drow?
The other drow, yes.
Yeah, the prisoner drow, yeah.
Okay.
So these, I'm going to put these two over here.
And then the fish guy also mentioned a place, correct?
Yep. He mentions the Dark Lake. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on.
Bling bling.
Yeah, so this mushroom dude, like he's talking to us psychically, right?
Yeah.
Are we in like one big chat room, or is it like an independent?
Yeah, it's like one big chat room, basically.
Okay.
God, I hope it's not like Discord.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then I've got stuff to ask him later on a personal matter. Then.
Okay.
Oh.
But like I can say it out. I can say it out loud. But
here's the thing: you can send that to him through your psi crystal as well.
Okay, so through my psi crystal, since he's a psychic dude, I'm gonna ask him if he can help with my brain worms. Or the freaking whatever, it's the Nothic stuff. The brainworm Nothic.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I forgot about the thing I sent you 2 weeks ago as well.
Yeah, I totally forgot about it too until you were like, he's psychic, and I'm like, wait, maybe he might be able to help me get rid of my Nothic brainworms.
He's not sure.
Okay.
There might be somebody in his grove that can help, though.
Is there like shamans in his race and stuff like that?
A lot of the myconids have some level of like psionics, so they might be able to do something.
Yeah, like if they use mental whatever for communication, like that's like mental, like psychic stuff is just basic stuff to them, so they might have something beyond that.
Mm.
That's like talking to somebody that speaks math. Like, you speak math? What? Like, tell me how to do all this stuff then.
It's actually a very good point. Moving on, though. You were asking about the fish dude? Shushar.
That's fish dude, okay.
He is a Kuotoa. They are giant fish people. There you go.
Oh.
Oh, God. Hendrix instantly kind of gets hungry from being on the streets, like, oh.
However, the things that you guys know about the Kuotoa being they're typically like insane. This one, however, seems to be very he's more peaceful. He is actually, if you think of the rest of like them as insane, he is insane to them. So he's actually a sane creature.
Would I know that, being from a pirate background, like on the sea?
I mean, this is things that you know about the Kuo-toa that are just normal knowledge.
Okay, just normal. Okay.
But you're looking at this guy like it doesn't make any sense. Like he's
Why is he wearing clothes?
normal.
Is he breathing?
So he tells you that he is anxious to get back to Slududop, his city of the Kuo-toa, to awaken them as he has been awakened, so that they are no longer insane.
Okay, all right.
They live on the Dark Lake, which you guys saw visions of within Ilvara's mind. That could be a good place to go to continue to investigate this Demon Lord thing. One thing you do know is that if the Demon Lords were to break free from the Underdark, it would threaten, well, not just Phandalin, but that's probably your primary worry.
Yeah, that's all we care about.
They wouldn't just threaten Phandalin though. They would threaten the entire world.
Well, they got loot, so yeah.
Yeah, and he tells you that he could guide you to the Dark Lake, and then from the Dark Lake, each person could get to where they need to go from there. It's one of the easiest ways to travel is to find first the Dark Lake and then use it as like a central point. And in fact,
and the Dark Lake's down here, right? It's like
yes.
Okay.
In fact, you guys can keep this handout. The two drow are currently one of the Sarth has some parchment, and he and Shur are drawing something. And after a while, they kind of give you a rough map of the Underdark.
Where did Sarth keep that? All right, he was a prisoner of war. Like, where did he keep?
So,
is that butt paper? Is that butt paper?
No. He walked into one of the little there's like a little cavern right here that has like a little living quarter that he walked into and pulled out some of the paper and all that. So between the two of them, they were able to kind of spin up a rough map of the area if you guys want to keep that open. But if you're looking, you can see the Dark Lake, and you can see Slududop is on like the right edge of the Dark Lake, as well as Menzo Berenson is slightly to the north. Blingden Stone is also slightly to the north as well. And then
where are
Neverlight
we in
Grove
relation
is off to the west.
Where are we at?
You can actually see it if you look next to Slududop. If you look just to the right and slightly lower, you can see Velkenveer.
It's so blurry. This map is such bad resolution.
If you click on can you click on the magnifying glass?
That's what I did, and it zooms in and just gets blurrier.
It's just like
let me see if it enhances.
So Slududop. Okay. So
I'll do
the Dark Lake.
Just don't look at the rest of it. This might be a little bit better of a map.
So if you're looking at the Dark Lake, it's actually attached to the Dark Lake. Slududop.
Yep. Yeah. And so and to the right and low, to the east and south of Slududop is
it's
Velkenvelth. So,
I'll take your word for it, man. I'll use my imagination, man.
Well, hold on a second. I'll zoom in on that right there.
Yeah. So you guys now have you can kind of see looking at the map though. Your characters can that. Every place kind of connects to the Dark Lake. So at the very least, you're going to need to get there. And Slududop is actually the closest place to you. Shushar mentions that it's probably about an 8-day travel to get there.
And we're near Slududop.
And you guys do not want to know how many times I practiced saying that name until I got it right.
And where's the mushroom
Let's just call it Shloob. The Shloob.
Where does he live in comparison to the Center Lake, which the map I do not have open?
To the west of the Dark Lake.
Okay, so the mushroom guy could still come with us. We could still go to the fish guy.
Technically, all of them can come with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All these side quests. I'm down.
So then this guy here, Hendrix, you're looking at him. He's similarly built to you. He is a gray dwarf. He is
what? Who is
this guy right here.
He's a Grey Dwarf.
He's a Grey Dwarf, also known as Duergar. They are typically the evil version of dwarves. As drow are to high elves, these guys are to like regular dwarves.
Yeah.
He tells you that he needs to get back to Gracklstugh, the city of the Grey Dwarves.
I'm putting that on my menu in my restaurant.
Grackle stew.
Who's this lady dwarf next to him?
She tells you that she is from Gauntlgrim,
Hey.
the city of the dwarves. The newest city of the dwarves, where King Bruenor resides. And Bastion and Hendrix, you recognize the name Gauntlgrim is the place that Cargo went back to.
Yeah, didn't she mention she knew Cargo or heard of Cargo or something like that?
Let me see. Did she?
In the last
if we hadn't
episode?
asked her, I was gonna have Bastion just walk up and be like, "Do you know Cargo?" Just like straight up, like
because all dwarves know each other.
That he doesn't know any better though, so he would just walk up and be
like,
Cargo?
She thinks for a moment.
Come on.
Are you talking about Cargo Genocide?
Indeed.
I will.
Yes.
She just proved my point.
Affirmative.
He returned to Gauntlgrim right before I left, and was captured by the drow. So yes, I do know.
Wait, Cargo was captured by the drow, or before you were captured
sure,
by the
before
drow?
she
I was
left.
captured by the drow.
I was like, excuse me, we have another mission now.
No, he was going in to make his reports to Bruenor when I was leaving. But yes, I do remember him.
Bastion just nods and walks away.
I'm hoping to get back to Gauntlgrim if you guys could help me get there. I don't know the way myself, but I'm sure with one of these wonderful guides, and she says that with very heavily accented sarcasm, could help at least get there. And you do see a point on the map far to the west that is Gauntlgrim.
I don't have the map open anymore. I can't read that.
Yeah, no.
Sorry,
I'm just letting you know. Like it's like, no, I'm just telling you like that. You guys look at the map and you can see the point on the map that says Gauntlgrim. And it is very much far to the west. But she also says that if you can at least get her to the surface, she can make her way to Gauntlgrim from there.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna be a surface person. I was wanting to ask her like about this Grey Dwarf. Like, hey, tell me about this dude. Like, what's up? What's up with him? Is he a bad guy?
I mean, she doesn't know much about him.
Was he an asshole while he was in there?
Any funny?
Are you asking this out loud next to the Grey Dwarf?
Yeah, sure.
Is he bad?
Yeah, like, hey man, like we all know, like Grey Dwarves are like bad dudes. I'm just asking. I'm making sure.
She says that he hasn't done anything to harm her.
Has he heard anything about him doing anything to harm anyone else?
She says that he's a Grey Dwarf. It's possible, but she's not sure. He didn't have enough time alone to do anything to anybody while in that slave pen, though.
Okay.
He does seem to talk to himself quite a bit, though.
Why I'm gonna ask him like, hey man, why do you talk to yourself a lot? Why is that happening?
I am the only one who understands my thoughts.
Why do you sound like the drow? You have the same accent.
Because I'm terrible at accents. No, it's because a lot of the
Maker made me this way.
Because a lot of the Underdark accents are very similar in that regard.
Okay.
So, because they're in.
Can Bastion just walk up to him and like
home,
look at him?
Is he going to go topside? Like, he's going to go up?
Who?
The Grey Dwarf.
You can call him Boopido.
All right, Boopy, you got to go up top, right?
He wants to get to Gracklstugh, which is an Underdark Grey Dwarf city.
All right, so he's going to be traveling with us then. All right.
Bastion would like to just walk up and be like, friend or foe? Simple question. Friend or foe?
Friend?
Do I believe him?
I mean...
Sure, why not?
You can make your own, if you want to make an insight, you can, but you can kind of draw your own conclusions if you would like.
18.
I mean, he seems sincere.
Okay.
if a little bit shifty.
Whoa.
Shifty
Wait a
doesn't
minute,
mean
corridor. What do y'all
bad or
expect?
anything. Yeah. I mean, half of our party is shifty, so Bastion thinks he's saying that in his head, but it's actually he's saying it out loud.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand the concept of inner monologue.
do
His
you mean
inner
by
monologue
that?
his inner monologue speaker got mixed up with his outer speaker.
Yeah.
Like the input devices got turned
There's
around.
like a crackly sound. Okay.
The last creature names himself as Ront. He is an orc.
Ront.
The orc.
He tells you that he thinks that he deserves to be enslaved because he is a coward. And he has nowhere else to go now, so you might as well just keep him doing whatever menial tasks you wish him to do. He,
Okay.
as he's speaking, is very broken, very just like you can tell something is weighing on him very heavily.
All right. I think he needs to go back to the surface to Vandelver and work with what's his face, the shop owner. What's his face? I can't remember.
Bart.
Yes.
Bart.
Because Bart's half orc, right? Isn't he?
Yeah, Bart's half orc. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think he needs to go work with Bart. That's my stance.
Okay.
This guy could be a heavy hitter. He's an orc, though. He can be a heavy hitter for us.
Yeah, but like he's got a broken spirit. Like
We got.
an orc with a broken spirit's like a bent arrow. It's no good.
Ront fled from battle. Grumsh punishes him.
How much can he bench?
I could pick you
Just
up and
because
throw you in
he's
the water,
strong-
little man.
Just because he's strong
it.
doesn't
Do
mean
it.
he's going to be good for us.
We could build him back up. He could be like our big tough guy.
No, Bart can build him back up.
All
Bart
right.
will teach him the value of a hard day's labor and make him not have to be a warrior if he doesn't want to be.
I actually am really down with that idea. I think that makes a lot of sense because we also know that Bart was a very capable warrior, so he understands the warrior mentality. He'll understand why this guy is, the way he is, and maybe can fix him. As of now, I think it's a bad idea if we brought him because you're saying it's
I think
unpredictable.
he'll just like wind up getting us like dead. Like,
He'll
he's gonna
get
make
us
us
dead.
die.
He'll get himself dead, or what? Who knows? It's unpredictable, and we don't need to be going into the heart of darkness. With someone we don't know what he's capable of. I mean, we don't know what any of these people are freaking capable of, honestly.
You have enough people in your caravan that you can at least have him brought back with some of them as they go back to Fandom to give them the.
Just tell him, head to Bart's, tell him, Flurry of Bros sent you.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, there's going to be a group of topside people, right? Like people going back through the cave back to Fandelver to go live their lives and do whatever.
Yep. This is
so
true.
It's going to be Lady Dwarf, Orc Man, and then who else is going with them? It's just those two right now.
I think it's just those two that are going.
What about the dark gnomes? They're leaving, aren't they? We cured them, and they're out of here.
They want to get to Blingdenstone, so they are. That is also in the Underdark.
That's
fairly
Underdark.
close to
Okay. I'll never get any of this stuff straight.
So they are.
That's
they
what
are
I'm
willing
trying to do.
They are willing to travel with.
You're doing a good job.
I've actually got.
You're doing a good job.
We have Orc.
So it's just these two
Dwarf,
guys.
Over here. These guys are going to the
sorry.
surface.
Orc Man, bearded lady going topside. Orc Man staying at Foundelver. Bearded lady's going away.
The bearded lady.
This guy here is planning on going off on his own.
Great.
So he's going, but is he going topside or not? Like he's going.
He
up
will
or
travel
down,
to wherever he thinks he needs to go next.
All right, he's a free radical.
We should kill him.
You know what?
And now you basically you have like three, or then so we'll put this guy and Shushar together, as well as these three going over here. So you have two, basically these guys all want to get to around the same area, Menzo Barrens and Blingdenstone, or this guy wants to get to Neverlight Grove, which is fairly close to both of those.
Yeah, what does Sareth want to do? We haven't talked to him yet. Like what
Sareth?
Sareth or whatever.
He is just he already told you that he wants to get to the Neverlight Grove with the Myconid. with Stool, the giant mushroom.
All right.
All right.
And then these two kind of want to. They're willing to just travel with you, although he wants to get to Greckelstug. But he's content for now to travel wherever.
Well, makes sense for them to come along. We can help them get to where they're going. We're going in regardless because we got to stop these demons from escaping. So,
so we just got to make it to the crossroads, right? Make it to the lake. That's where we got to go. That's where everything.
Dark Lake.
All right, so let's get our people together and go to the Dark Lake, and then
let's get in a big old long Lord of the Rings line and walks over some landscapes.
Walk some more.
I also do have one other question for you guys. Do you guys want to leave your B team here to start setting up another little outpost?
Yeah, like I would like to leave B team here and like have them set up a deep, like use this as a base of operations type deal. And then maybe like see if they can recruit some people from Phandelver to like help them out and stuff.
Glorious mustache.
Because this is like the choke point. Like this is where like it's gonna pop off. If the gates of hell open up, it's gonna be right here. Maybe, I don't know.
And I'll get Arizar's token put over here later. I apparently didn't move him over to this.
Maybe we send someone back, like you were saying, to let the town know what's going on so that they can prepare themselves.
Well, I mean, Dwarf,
these
Bearded
two are going back with part of the caravan to Phandalin anyway, because she wants to get to the surface.
Yeah.
So,
and also, Droop's probably got a long-range radio. He could say something. Maybe like,
just shoot
some Morse code or something up there.
So you'll have somebody to deliver the message. Arizar will actually bring that part of the caravan back, just to make it easier for you guys, and that way it explains why he's not here.
Probably should just go to Bart. Just like Bart, like pretty much runs that town. Like the mayor, I'm sure, is useless.
Yeah.
There's no mayor. We can't.
That's right.
The mayor was kicked out by.
Didn't
Sildar.
Didn't Sildar take over though? Take over as acting. Whatever.
He went back to the Lord's Alliance, and you guys left. Bart in charge of the town.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
That's fine.
Because between Bart and Garrely, they can kind of handle the town. So
cool. All right.
We're going to make these two here. Just representing that they have head off on their own.
They're off on their own adventure.
And then you guys have a small little kind of caravan yourselves to guide through the Underdark.
I do have a question to pose to the group, and maybe I'm just overthinking things. Should we try to get word to other places as well that this is happening? Because this sounds like a big deal. Neverwinter's to the north. Should we send word to the, Neverwinter?
We're sending those people up there, right? We're sending them up there. There's a bard college up there. Be like, hey, tell all the bards. And the bards freaking run at the mouth.
Eldest mentions that she will talk to the people in Gauntlgrim, and if you can make your way there at some point, you might have at least the Dwarven legions
I would just say get the word out, other than just freaking our little town there.
Yeah.
Because maybe Gauntlgrim will be like, oh, that sounds like a big deal. Let's send some people to Phandalin, and maybe Neverwinter will be like, oh wow, that's a big deal. We should send some more, and maybe they can case things.
Yeah,
I don't know. Shouldn't just be our problem. It's a big deal, isn't it?
Is that what you would like Arizar to do? Is go to Neverwinter to activate the lords there?
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with Hendrix. Agrees with Bastion.
Agreed.
Just in case things get out of hand, we're coming down here with just a handful of people to take on essentially an army of drow and several demon lords, Yeah.
And Eldith tells you that she will talk to the dwarves of Gauntlgrim to try to get things set up with them, but that you may want to make your own appearance there. There may be rewards in it for you. As well, she looks over at Hendrix and says that there is a magnificent forge there that is powered by a fire primordial.
Gauntlgrim. I doubt it's a match for the Spellforge, though.
Damn right.
My Spellforge is special.
That's our
baby. I think maybe. If the DM wills it.
Are you guys going to head off toward the Dark Lake?
Let's do it. I'm ready to get the heck out of this cave.
You guys ready? Yeah.
What's
Say
that,
again,
Elona?
Elona.
Ilona will start skipping.
You guys can take your long make it as though you took a long rest while you were here before you left.
Yes.
way you
What's
guys have all of your
the
stuff?
the dark elves, the dude that swore fealty? What's his name? Tuna?
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna look at Sure and be like, well, boy, you better keep up with her. She's the only reason you alive.
All right. So
you see an elven girl skipping, and then a male
drow,
drow
like,
skipping
just like
behind
chasing after her, like, oh my god.
Help
he's
me!
kind of walking, head hung a little bit, like just defeated look in his face, like, oh, this
It has come to this.
All right. So I do have questions regarding your travel. How fast would you like to travel? Are you going at a slow slow pace, so that you can forage along the way and then maybe move a little bit more stealthily?
Yes.
At a normal pace or at a fast pace? So at the slow pace, like I said, you can forage more. You're able to be stealthier if you need to. A normal pace, there's really no you move about 4 miles per hour a day at the slow pace. 4 miles per day, because Underdark traveling is very difficult.
How far to the lake is it?
About 8 days. If you travel slowly, it'll take about 12. If you travel at a normal pace, it'll take 8. If you travel at a fast pace, it'll take you about 6.
I mean, I don't think I need to forge anything. So I might take a look at some weapons.
Forage,
food. Looking for food.
It's got forage on the brain, boy.
I will say, Bastion, you know the Underdark because you I believe you took that for your rangerness.
Did I? I can't remember.
So you know some of the safer things for people to eat, as well as like some of the creatures of the Underdark. So your survival while you're down here is with advantage, and we'll probably have some modifiers depending on what you need and what you're looking for. So keep me aware, like if help me remember that, like that you have a little bit of like a specialized advantage at the Underdark with being
because I have
here.
like a favored
your terrain is
terrain. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it took Underdark for that though.
You took the placeholder of Natural Explorer Forest, but I think we talked about it and said that because of what I mentioned,
we were preparing for this.
That you were going to have Natural Explorer Underdark. So
I'm going to leave a note for myself so that I remember.
I also have disability.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea.
What?
Go ahead and tell everybody what you can do there.
I'll have to pray to use it, but I can create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of fresh water on the ground or in containers within range, enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Holy crap!
Dang.
Oh yeah, well,
bland, but
I can make good berries.
I can.
Good berries and food and water.
Oh my gosh, dude.
We're
gonna have Thanksgiving. It's gonna be Thanksgiving every day.
Can you turn that good berry into like cranberry jam?
Well, it's gonna be like a everlasting gobstopper type deal.
Oh yeah. So we're just sitting there licking berries.
Yeah.
All right. What pace are you guys moving?
I would say a normal pace is fine for me.
I say normal for now unless we have a reason to slow down, but I suggest we do not go fast unless we have a reason to go fast.
What's the downfall of going fast?
-5 penalty to your passive perception, and you cannot forage while you're moving that fast.
All right, yeah, I say go normal speed.
Bastion, you would know, being in the Underdark, a lot of the creatures of the Underdark are ambush type creatures. Yes. So you probably want to be more aware of your surroundings.
I would think that Bastion has probably spent the last year between campaign 1 and this campaign, since I was preparing for the Underdark, venturing into some parts of like the upper Underdark areas to kind of like.
It's just called the Upper Dark.
Upper Dark.
So technically, when you look at this, there's the Upper Dark, Middle Dark, and Lower Dark. It's all part of what's just called the Underdark.
Oh,
if that makes sense. So, you've probably been more on the upper dark, maybe some
Sure.
travel into the middle dark.
Sure.
But for the most part, you're not staying in like the lowest areas.
Okay.
All right. So then,
Does that
you
mean
guys
I'm
are-
taking the lead?
you can take the lead. You can be the navigator.
There you go.
Uh,
So yeah, like him and like Fish Boy or whatever would be up front.
And then Elona, do you want to? You guys can kind of set up how you want. So you have Bastion kind of being the guide with the guide. And then you also need somebody who's basically like not necessarily a scout, but like the person who's kind of watching out for danger.
Well, Alona just said that they have a passive perception of 22, so that's higher than mine.
So, and then
Mine's only 20.
I mean,
how do you know what your
that's gonna help.
passive perception?
It's on your character sheet.
Yours
Oh,
is passive wisdom.
mine's 15. Yeah.
Perception.
Also look on like if you click on your token, you have like the red circle, green circle, and blue circle. The 15 is your passive perception. The green circle is your health, and the blue circle is your AC.
Wow.
So you can edit that too. Like if your health goes down, you can just do that on your token, and it'll show your health bar going down too.
Can I click on any token and that pop up?
No, just
God, that would be
yours.
so. It'd be
Just
so
yours.
good if I can click on any of my teammates and know what their health is.
That you should be able to see the green bar above their heads.
To give you
and
a
that's their
rough
health.
idea.
So if
You may not be able to
want,
see the
I'll
number,
get
but you can at
out
least
of
see the
my
green
head.
bar.
Sean, what's the
See
red
my
one
bar
again?
down.
The red one is your passive perception.
Okay.
Devin, what were you saying?
Well, mine's 29.
I was just explaining to Eddie that
Eddie.
showed him my health bar went down as I subtracted my health. So
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Hold on a second, Goras. I think I misclicked one of your. Why does your passive perception say 29? What in the?
Man, his shit's broken, man. Like, come on, we know this.
Now I actually have to look for the reason.
He's got like
though.
permanent. He's got permanent bless and freaking all kinds of other stuff.
It's ridiculous.
I have no idea.
He's actually a planner being. Like
He's
actually
a
like
Russian
God
hacker. That's
angel, Russian hacker.
He's a
yeah.
Russian hacker.
He's
I
out
love
there doing.
Yeah,
What are
it'll
those?
be like-
What's that Russian squatting thing called? There's a name for it. They're really. Trust me, I'll look it up.
Russian squad.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
God damn it.
Okay, that should be fixed now, Goras.
How did it get there is my question.
I don't know, but I'll actually have to look at it. That's probably roughly what your passive perception actually is, because your wisdom isn't ridiculously high.
Okay.
You are proficient in
Gopnik squat.
perception, so that helps. But you're not a wisdom class, so I wouldn't expect your passive perception to be 29 somehow. That's like godly level of passive perception.
But what if it was? What if he's been playing us this whole time?
Wow.
All right,
Time game. Yeah. Okay. What's the blue one again?
Oh my God.
blue one's your AC.
Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord. What?
So you guys have your semi-navigator. You're basically also just trying to make sure the Kuotoa isn't leading you into a trap, if that makes sense. Elona, you're kind of being like the watch out, maybe a little bit of forward scout as needed.
Essentially, it's just freaking Murlocs from World of Warcraft. That's all that sound
all it
is.
And then you have Hendrix and Goras, who are kind of just serving as guards around the caravan as well as you guys are going. So, all right. So
Let's
you
do
guys are
this.
going to travel. I'm going to just do a couple rolls here, see what we get.
Oh boy.
Which way are we going?
We be traveling.
You go up or down?
Will we be
So,
attacked? Who knows?
You are traveling along the Underdark. I wish I had like a full-on map for it, but it's just one of those things I'll just have to make after we're done. I thought there was one included, but you guys are traveling. Not a whole lot is happening for the first 5 days or so. You guys have, as calming travels can be in this type of dark situation. You know, the sounds are echoing around you. It's a very alien place for you guys to be. The Underdark is full of, you know, even though you have dark vision, the darkness is still very oppressive. You know, you almost see things moving out of the corner of your eyes. Even with high passive perceptions, you don't catch what those things are. You know that there are things that are following you, just waiting for somebody to fall out of line. So it is by no means a calm traveling, but it is rather uneventful for the first few days, and then so the first half of your trip up to the Dark Lake is uneventful. Let's do another set of rolls. Okay. As you guys are making your way, after about 4 days, on the 5th, maybe 6th day, it's hard to tell. You are in the Underdark. There's no light. There's no sun. There's no way to mark the passing of time except for when you eat, when you drink, when you sleep. So you are, unless one of you has some kind of feat that makes it so you know what time it is all the time, it's very difficult to keep track of that.
Nobody has.
Goras, I'm going to ask you to just stand there for a moment, please.
Quit moving around.
You guys are traveling through, and at first you're making your way through, and one of you kind of picks up on it. Elona, you start hearing these horrible noises, just this screeching, screaming, like of creatures fighting, like harming each other, people yelling. And as you guys are going, all of you begin to hear this. And while this travel is going on, while these sounds are going on, you're making your way through a terrain, like this terrain filled with this particular cavern filled with mushrooms, as well as these strangely glowing crystals that give off this, like, some of them are greenish, some of them are like that deep dark purple, but still giving off some level of light. Bastion, you'd probably be the only one. You guys can all make history checks. Bastion, you have advantage.
Oh.
You can make a survival check since you're more Underdarky than the rest of your friends.
Okay.
Can we harvest these?
You can.
14.
So, just waiting for Elona's roll.
Even with advantage,
Yeah, that's fine.
Hendrix is going to beat me in history. I have no
I
intelligence.
wanted to give you one that was wisdom, because yours would be more wisdom based because of your survival. But you're good enough. The only one who doesn't know what these are is Goras. Looking at the mushrooms, you know that some of them are edible, others are not.
Oh boy.
Some of them are poisonous. Some of them just wouldn't give you any nutritional value and would taste foul. The glowing crystals, though, are what's called the Phasres crystals. They are considered to be part of the magical emanations of the Underdark, very specific to the Underdark. In certain areas, you also know that, or you kind of gather based on the memories of Elora, Hendrix, that there are certain areas where the Phasres has been corrupted and causes some levels of madness. So you know to kind of watch for that, to be careful not to stay in that light for too long. You don't think this is one of those areas. However, you can't be sure unless you spend a sustained amount of time in that area.
So the light's not coming from the crystals or anything?
No, I mean, there's light coming from the crystals, but it doesn't seem to be giving off
It's
any
not,
light that.
It's not crazy light. Yeah, crazy light.
Exactly.
Okay. I'd like to. So these crystals have magic in them. You said?
Yeah,
They're like the magic.
Yeah.
I want to harvest some of them. I want to find the biggest, purest crystal I can find.
One of the guys that are traveling with you actually picks up a piece and says, "Watch this." Takes a piece of the crystal and throws it.
Is it the Grey Dwarf?
It's Jim Jar, the Grey Dwarf. not Grey Dwarf, the
All right, Jim.
Deep Gnome, Jim Jar.
Okay.
He picks up a piece of that crystal, seeing you guys looking at it questioningly, and throws it at the wall, and it flashes in this bright flash of light that in the Underdark is very foreign. And you might be able to use that to your advantage.
Okay.
Go ahead, Hendrix, and roll a d8 for me.
Throwing
A
flashbangs.
D8.
Yes.
That big D8. 7.
All right. So you were able to find 7 good crystals.
Dang! Look at you.
Ow!
You got a jar for those, bro?
7.
No.
Why would I put that in a jar? You're
So,
weird.
Here's the thing: is the phase rest might not be causing madness, but I do need all of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, let's do what?
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving throws for the 4 of you.
Wait.
Ooh, I got a 4. I'm about to lose my shit.
Am I at advantage for these?
No, these are because of the sounds that you're hearing.
7.
8.
All right, so
We're fucked.
no. This is just what we would call level 1. Yes, that's fine. This was what we call short-term madness. It lasts for 1d10 minutes. So I need those of you that rolled less than 10
Damn.
to roll a d10 for me, for each of you.
Oops.
5.
I rolled a
Look at
10.
you critting on a thing you don't need to crit on.
All right, and then each of you. So Bastion, this is going to last for about 10 minutes. And the rest of you for about 5. Elona doesn't need to roll because she saved. But go ahead now. Each of you roll a d100.
I got a 3. What are the
Everyone?
odds of that? 1 out of 100. That's what they are.
31.
Someone needs to roll a 69. Because then you'd be
All right.
fucking crazy.
So Hendrix, you are still walking and moving with everybody, but you're kind of like that paranoia that you've been dealing with for the past few days because of the
I got brain worms. Yeah, I got brain worms.
You are now kind of like retreated into your mind. You're not quite catatonic, you're not paralyzed, but you are like a little bit harder to like wake up, basically, if that makes sense. This only lasts for 5 minutes, so after a few short minutes you're back to normal.
Okay.
Goras, you, for the next 5 minutes, are willing to do whatever anyone tells you to do that isn't obviously self-destructive.
Ooh. All right.
And then Bastion,
Yes.
you are basically under the effects of fear of the sounds right now. So you're not really able to move away from it, so I'm not going to make you do anything to like try to get away from the fear. But just know that like some of your stuff, if you get into any kind of fight right now, which isn't going to happen, I'm just introducing you guys to the madness features of the game, basically.
Okay.
These can stack, by the way. If you hit multiple things like in rapid succession, you can end up with indefinite madness.
Oh.
That can only be cured through magical means.
Sure glad we have a cleric with us.
So this is short-term bouts of madness. You guys are pretty much back to normal by the time you get to a strange little group of people. You see another Duergar, a gray dwarf, as well as 4 goblins kind of around him, and this gray dwarf just seems to be kind of babbling incoherently to himself.
We are seeing this, right? It's not like
Yes,
an imaginary thing.
Oh, everybody sees it, including your
right.
little caravan.
Okay.
Boys.
I'm not going to tell
Does
you.
the other
so-
Duergar respond to him? Hold on a second. Wait, one moment. My cats are like banging on my door for some reason.
Oh, that's the madness talking.
That's the madness. They're coming to get me.
The other Duergar doesn't really like. He just kind of looks at him with disdain and says, "He's crazy. Like we just need to leave him alone." But however, Hendrix, you, I imagine, probably been using your detect magic quite often.
Dude, it's just on. It's on like
This gray
Donkey
dwarf
Kong.
that is babbling to himself is glowing.
Wow,
Like,
dude,
like
that guy's
his-
got magic in him.
he's got like a cloak that's full, like giving off a magic energy, as well as a ring. And let's see, a ring.
I'm gonna take that ring.
There's something in his bag as well as a robe that he's carrying. There's a couple of other things too that you notice, but those are like the big glowing items.
Okay. Can we help him at all? Like, not be crazy? Like, would I know that Alana's basically like a healer class or whatever, just by
I
like
mean,
what she's been doing?
she's probably told you that she's a cleric at this point, I'd imagine.
Okay, all right. I wouldn't know. Like, I don't know. We've been walking for like days. I don't know.
I mean, you guys can talk. We can have you guys kind of talk about if you guys were talking about anything, if you want, or we can just keep moving on. It's up to you guys. This is your show at this point. I'm just kind of giving you the setting.
Okay. I would like to see, like, since he's got like magical items and stuff like that on him, I'd like to see if we can like heal him, and maybe he'll give us something as a reward, and or information, or
I'm moving you guys to a map, so don't panic when it gets dark.
Or we.
And then when you guys get loaded in, you can kind of go. If you can see the ping, it's toward the bottom of the map. You can drop your character.
Hold on, let me zoom out like 8 miles away.
Wow.
All right, hold on a second. Ping it again. There we go. All right, there we go.
Goras, are you able to drop yourself in?
I'm working on it.
We're just gonna give you a rainbow of pings.
There we are.
There you are. Perfect. And all of your vision's still normal?
Goras is here. Yes.
Cool. I fixed all of that Roll20 crap that it was doing before. So
look at you go.
So
I'm learning gooder.
Proud papa.
So the Duergar that you see does look a bit different from the other one that you were seeing before.
Just gonna be a problem.
If I may
one, you guys begin to. He's bald, but he has like a big, magnificent white beard. But he's very obviously like not well fed. And as soon as you guys begin to like start to approach him, trying to talk to him, it kind of snarls at you like animalistically almost, and the goblins, all move into a spot where they are.
Are they going into a flying V? Is that what's happening?
Like basically trying to block your way.
Yeah, they turned into it. Alana was trying to say something. What was you trying to say before?
Before we approach him,
Alona
will pass out. She's been making some healing potions, so she's going to pass them out to you guys. You can each have 2.
Standard healing potions.
She has some healing kits where she was building up some healing potions for everybody.
They're just standard healing potions.
Yes.
Yep. Potion of healing.
So
nice.
I no longer have to give you guys healing potions. You guys just have them now.
Yep.
Cleric's awesome.
So
I've got 3. Yeah.
This kind of is your first real encounter of the Underdark in terms of what you guys are going to do. How do you approach this situation? You have 4 goblins surrounding a very obviously crazy Duergar.
Are they surrounding him, like facing him, or surrounding him facing us? Like they're blocking.
You,
okay, so they're like guarding him from us.
Yeah, they seem to be kind of guarding him, and they also seem to have like that look of just pure madness on their faces.
Get him, boys.
So
I guess we're okay corralling this.
Yeah.
This is the point where you guys get to choose. Do you want to just fight them and take what they have, or are you going to try to talk them down?
I would say like we need. Yeah, let's talk to him and see if we could help crazy dude, and maybe like the gnomes or goblins or whatever they are, won't be so angry.
And also, you're looking at the goblins, and these goblins are a lot beefier than the ones that you guys met up in Phandalin area.
Ooh. They well fed.
They're well fed. They've got like actually like very good looking, very well kept leather armor. They seem to just be a lot healthier than the ones you fought.
Okay.
I.e., they're stronger.
Okay. Yeah.
So, are you? What are you guys saying to them?
Just
Are you
approach, like, hit my hands up, like, threatening way. It's like, we are not your enemies. And just see what they do. So I just want to see how they react as Bastion approaches slowly, like very slowly, hands forward, non-threatening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say under my breath, like, I want to fly, or whatever my secret password thing is for my cloak of flying, and I'm just gonna like barely hover, like you can't tell that I'm flying, but I'm flying.
Okay. And the bard is also doing something.
I can use fast friends on the dwarf guy and just, see what's up.
Let me see here.
If that fails, do they know that you tried to charm them?
That's a little bit harder in this case because he's crazy.
Okay.
So,
Though, yes.
He has
Normally,
a couple of different things I'm going to be doing for him in that regard.
Yeah.
So he will be making a wisdom saving throw. That's rolling to me again. He rolled a 15, so he, for a brief moment, he looks. He's looking around kind of crazily. Then, stop, goblins. They are not enemies. And the goblins part. What do you wish of me?
What do we want?
I was just supposed to say, hey man, what's up? Like, what you doing down here? Are we getting close to the lake or whatever?
This is my home. Do you not see? And he just points to the wall. My decorations, the wonderful things that I have here.
Fucking crazy, man.
But yeah, he's very obviously pointing at nothing, except a very blank wall with some crystals on it.
Can we tell if he's under a spell or something, or
no? Having had
So
your
he's
first
got
brush
magic
with
on
some
him.
madness, your first brush with the madness of this place, you think that this guy's just been under the effects of whatever madness of the Underdark, or he saw one of the demon lords, and that's what's caused him to be completely and utterly insane.
okay.
Well, perhaps we
Is there a way that we could like check, like an insanity check on him or whatever? Like, hey, like, is this dude crazy or is this just like his natural
crazy
state?
is he?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it like I don't know the protocol for this to know like what we're supposed to do to find out.
you guys, I mean, you can make tough one. I would say, I mean, either insight or medicine. Probably more insight though, since you're looking at his like body movements, the way he's talking, the way he's acting. You're kind of looking at more than just his physical state. You're looking at his mental state.
So it's an insight check, you say?
Yes, insight.
Are we all doing this or just
Anybody that wants to.
sure?
I got a 19.
14.
Yay.
How about 14 plus? Sweet.
You have a 15. Ignore the plus. Just ignore the plus.
I said all of us got 14 or higher.
Oh, yeah, or higher, yeah. So, and Elona with a 23.
Yeah.
So you guys are looking at like this guy. He believes that he's in somewhere else. You can tell. Like he's like he sees something else. Like he's looking. He's kind of flinching away from certain things, as if like something's reaching out to touch him, or like there's something coming from the ceiling and like trying to land on him, or he kind of moves away from things. The way he's talking and shifting, like that he is like well beyond except the most powerful magics to remove whatever madness is under.
Walking through imaginary doors. He's like turning an imaginary knob and opening a door.
Like he literally reaches up to something, like pushes as if he's going into another room in this place. Like,
oh,
well, I mean,
what's his name? Does he have a name? Is he
chairs? He doesn't give you a name. He greets you guys as friends, but doesn't really give you much. He just expects you to kind of know who he is, if he even remembers his own name.
So I'm gonna ask him like who all his goblin friends are. Like, hey, who's all these people?
They are my entourage. a gentleman must have an entourage.
Fair enough.
Okay. Huh.
So-
Are you looking for the wonderful things of my sagely advice? Are you looking for directions? Are you looking for food? What are you looking for?
We're good on food. You said you're a sage? Like, tell us about that.
Yes,
like, yeah.
I study the effects of something. Yes, it seems to have slipped my mind right this minute.
No.
I could tell you if I could just find my notes. And he starts like literally starting to like shuffle around on like something that's about waist height for him, like trying to look like he's looking through something.
Is this the time that honestly, like at this point, did we establish like can Alana like cure madness or whatever? Like, is that like a thing she could do or?
Elona, with your 23, you know that like it would take a very high level like restoration magic.
So not yet.
Not yet. Okay, cool. All right.
Maybe we should get some directions, or I mean, we have guides, but maybe he can let us know if there's something up ahead that we need to be weary of.
Dude, this guy
or-
doesn't even know where he's at. Like, where are we going to get directions to?
Then let's
Like,
just
he thinks
leave.
he's at like a house or something.
Unless you're
He's at a
planning
cave.
on stealing his stuff, then we should leave.
We
Like,
could.
I would like
Can
to.
Can we trade for it? And see if he would be willing to barter?
I will.
No,
not
I don't wanna give
any of
up
my
anything
items.
I have.
This is my stuff. You can't have it.
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
dwarven
yeah.
thing. It's a dwarven thing. There ain't
These
no
two
trading.
guys are very similar.
Yeah, I just want to ask him about them.
Real stuff. There we go. He's happy. We're happy.
But he pulls out a sword. Like he's like, I will not let you have my items. Like he's ready to fight even with your fast friends.
Okay, well, I'm just going to be like, hey man, hold on, wait on, I got a hook. Hold on a second. Well, just tell us about them, man. Like if they're so great, brag about them. Tell me what they are.
All right.
Standing here with my hook.
He tells you, and looking at his cloak, he pulls up the cloak first. You can see it almost looks like fish scales, or like a part of a manta ray. This is a cloak of the manta ray. It's you can sleep, you can swim and breathe underwater, and swim as fast as if you could run in the water. And he
That's
pulls
great.
up. He holds up the ring. This, as far as I can tell, is a ring that does something with the elemental plane of water.
There's something you haven't even tried it yet?
I have
Does-
not
it
had
does
the
it-
chance.
Okay.
Let's go to a lake.
But then he
You're
starts
trying to have a
speaking-
rational
starts-
conversation with the crazy dude. You just
He
told
starts speaking like he almost sounds like he's speaking like bubbles and water, like just a watery language. You guys can make history checks to see if you understand, unless any of you speak the language Aquan.
I do.
Do you
I
really?
actually have a spell that lets me speak any language, I think.
Same here, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Do I have
This
it?
is more to identify the language he is speaking more than it is.
Okay, so it was a history check, you say?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I know your universal
pushed the button.
speech kind of lets you
I'll
talk
throw
to
one out.
anybody.
But yeah, I just
I
got,
got
a 2.
12.
17. Woo!
Well, Elona and Goras, you recognize this as the primordial language of water. He tells you that that's just one of the many
little bit
effects of the
different.
ring.
In the primordial language of water, means I'm drowning.
And then he holds up a robe and literally calls it a robe of useful items.
Oh.
Really? What kind
And you've all heard of these. It can each patch has some like different types of items. It can be anything from like there's patches that have like daggers, lanterns, a mirror. Some of them have like a portable ram or like gemstones. One pouch can actually hold a full horse if there is a pouch that has that. It can hold healing potions. Like, there's so many different things it can have in it. He says this cloak has a rowboat in this pouch. And literally, like, he holds up this pouch and opens it, and you can see bigger on the inside pocket, almost like the bag of holding, but a full-on rowboat inside of the pouch.
Wow.
We could use all this, guys. Let's go into a lake.
And then he pulls up a suit of armor. And calls it mariner's armor. That also lets you do like watery movement, swimming in the water.
Just not wind.
Is there any possibility he might be interested in some of those crystals we found? As I sort of nudged to Hendrix.
These are my items. I will not trade. You'll have to take them from my body.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him if we want him. That or cure him from his madness, maybe.
I don't think we can do any of those things.
We can kill him.
Yeah, we can come back if we want, but I don't think we're gonna need to.
Kind of makes a noise and like shouts, and then throws the sword and like at the wall as if something was about to attack him, and then an eerie green light comes from his hand. You can see like a dagger, but it's made out of energy, comes out of his hand as he faces the wall. Like something's coming at him.
That's our cue.
Yeah, Elona's going to take the wide path away from him.
I will.
Yeah, she went around.
Which way are we? Yeah, which way are we going? Actually, out of this room.
Just need to do one thing.
Let's go south.
So we're not going to do anything to this. We're just going to be like, all right, you have a great day, bud.
One thing you do notice is that next to his sword,
exactly what we're gonna do.
Next to the
are we bandits? I mean, we're not gonna freaking just like kill him and steal his stuff. Like,
well, I mean, that was an option.
If his guys attack us, then yeah, we'll defend ourselves and then we'll loot him for everything. But like, he's not doing anything to us.
Yeah, but he's got some pretty cool stuff.
Yes.
You do see Elona make a Elona make a perception check. Since you're walking over there first, and all you guys can do this if she doesn't notice.
Perception. 30.
Damn.
Yeah. So next to his short sword that he threw at the wall, there is a small ring that appears to be made out of blue crystal. It appears to be the same ring that was on his finger. It slipped off when he threw his sword.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you can pick it up. He doesn't. He's already like focused on whatever else he's seeing.
Yeah. While she's doing that, I'm just like, hey, dude, those are some great looking things. Good on you. I'll be back. I'll be back to talk to you about them because I'm curious. You know, we're dwarves. That's what we do. We're magical
dwarves.
Stuff.
Yeah. You're not Duergar.
No, I'm not a Duergar. No, I'm a warding dwarf. Yes.
Leave before I change my mind.
Okay. All right. You have a great day. All right. Bye. I'll wave my hook at him.
And the goblins just seem to not really be like they've heeded to him to he won't. The goblins just seem to ignore you guys as you're leaving.
Is there any chance that
he told them to stand down, basically.
Okay. And as we're like walking away, I'm gonna like get close to Elona and be like, "Hey, girl, let me see that thing. That thing looks. Let me tell you what that thing's all about."
Did you see her pick it up?
Yeah, well, she picked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, but did you see it?
I mean, Elona, did you try to keep it hidden from them seeing, from anybody else seeing you pick it up?
Well, he was like talking to me. He didn't know what she was doing.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. He didn't notice that happen.
No, I wouldn't have kept it secret, but as a ritual, quietly, I can cast this.
Yeah. Again, it is glowing with magic, like very, very, very powerful. Almost as strong as some of the other items that the other characters have. Like you can see Bastion's sword is just glowing powerfully. as well as the cittern and the couple of items on Hendrix.
So is that the
Yeah.
ring he was talking about that like lets him move underwater or something like
Yeah.
that, or like whatever?
It is a ring that was allowing him to speak the primordial language of water.
Oh, okay, all right. Lets him speak water. Got it.
You'll need to identify it for any more information.
Yeah, that's
Or
what I
I
was
could
saying.
put
Like,
it on.
I can identify it. Like I gotta, like Elona doesn't know
Yeah.
this. I'm like my hook, like it just lets me identify things if I touch it.
That's cool. And yeah, she would let you see it. She'd be like, "Here you go."
All right.
I'm gonna take the ring. I'm just gonna slide it on my little hook.
So you guys are now far enough away from these guys.
I was gonna say, are we doing this
without-
right next to this dude?
No,
I mean,
no,
that
you
was
guys-
crazy.
They're
but-
just standing right there looking at me like, what's he
for a brief moment, the Duergar almost seemed like he wanted to attack Hendrix because he wasn't the great dwarf.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of left pretty quick.
Yeah, we just
okay,
got
dude.
we got out of there.
It's like we're in any city in the U.S. We're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
wide berth around crazy.
Which way do you want to go in the map?
Yeah, where are we going? Like, I don't.
So you guys would be continuing.
I would go south.
Yeah, that
South.
works.
Are we going south?
You guys can go south. That still leads you back to the rest of the caravan because you guys kind of investigated when
Okay.
you heard these guys talking and left the rest of the caravan safe. So you guys can just kind of need like
Yeah,
a
as
map
far as
that
we
we
can
can
go.
just. I need a map that we can just like
Like a travel map.
hang out on. Yeah. I'll do that.
Can we
do
just
that
use
next time.
this? Can we just use this? Just get rid of the dudes, and this is like any basic cave passageway in the Underdark that we can just use as like a placeholder for when we're.
Yeah, sounds good.
Because
to
I
me.
mean, all these caves look alike, you know.
I think
Hey,
that's
I
what he
mean-
was doing.
All the same.
Well, it didn't sound like it, so.
But no, I identify the rig with my hook. What is it?
So-
What? Yeah.
There's your caravan. You guys can see them up to this area over here.
Ah.
So, looking at the ring, Hendrix, using your identify, this is what is called a ring of water elemental command. It is unawakened. It actually has a couple of things that it can do. It is considered I believe that it is basically a legendary item. That's why it gives off such a powerful aura of magic, similar to the rest of your items, because some of your items would now be considered legendary at this point. So, right now, currently, you can expend 2 of its charges out of, I believe, 5 to cast Dominate Monster on a water elemental. You can also stand on and walk across liquid surfaces as if they were solid ground. And you can speak and understand Aquan, the language of water. You do know that there's a condition to awaken the rest of the ring if you are attuned to it. If you were to help slay a water elemental while attuned to the ring, you get some extra additional properties such as breathing underwater and having a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. Then you get some spells that you also get from it if you help with this. So that's kind of the ring that you have. It is a very powerful artifact once it is fully awakened.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it back to Elona and be like, here you go. This is a pretty good ring. I already got one that lets me walk on water though, but this is a good ring. When we find a water elemental, you let me know and we'll get you attuned to this thing and I can make something crazy out of it.
Probably don't need to make anything out of it. It's a pretty powerful item on its own.
Oh, but it doesn't summon Cthulhu, does it? No, it's not good enough yet.
You combine the tentacle rod with the ring, and then
It lets her speak aqua whatever. So like speaking some ancient language, blah blah blah, opens black hole, Cthulhu comes out and blows the world up. There you go.
Don't have to worry about the demon lords if the whole world is
Yeah, we
destroyed.
won. Ha!
we beat you
So-
to destroying the world.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to continue on going to the Dark Lake? You have about 2 days worth of travel left.
Do it.
2 days.
So,
So it's
You
been
guys-
6 days.
I've
since
got a
we-
question.
Okay.
Go ahead. No,
yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
been roughly 6 days. 8 days will be total once you actually get to the Dark Lake. So, you guys continue on your journey unless somebody else had a question.
Yeah. Have we noticed anybody in our party that were like escorting or anything? Have like they done any like weird stuff or anything like that, or
Go
they
ahead,
just like slambering along or whatever it's called, shambling? There we go.
All of you can make insight and perception checks. Make one of each.
I got critted on my perception, and I got a 12 insight. I got 25 on my perception.
26 on insight, 12 perception.
My 18 insight, 19 perception.
17 insight, 16 perception.
So, Hendrix, with your crit on perception, the gray dwarf that you've been traveling with just keeps going off into dark areas and almost seems like he's trying to bring people with him. But then like he'll come back when nobody comes.
I have none of that.
The drow are very wary of this gray dwarf. Shore is actually working very hard to help, kind of keep everybody in line, keep everything on track, make sure that like nobody's getting hurt, nobody needs, and like he's actually trying to do good. Almost like he's trying to prove to you guys that he's not, he's turning over a new leaf.
Trying a little too hard, maybe. No.
Elona pats him on the head.
But yeah, the big thing that all of you notice as well is that everyone seems to be kind of trying to shift away from the gray dwarf because there's something about him. They don't like it. Let me see.
Okay.
Should we handle him?
Does he smell?
No.
Does he smell bad? Is that why nobody likes him?
No, he. I mean, no, he just.
Bastion can't smell things, so he wouldn't know.
There are certain moments, Bastion, with your 26 on your insight, you can almost see like this glint in his eyes, like he's just waiting for something, waiting for an opportunity.
He's a mole. Get him.
I think we should have like a little powwow, like adventurers party powwow,
Yeah.
and then maybe like pull the drow into it, the two drow, or maybe Sarth or whatever. I can't see his name.
Sarth.
I can never see their names. I know they're there, but I don't know what they are.
Sarth and Shore. Do you want both of them or just Sarth?
I would say sure because he's like the only one like actually indebted to us. So like he's the only one that's.
I'll come over here.
I would be like, hey, like, I'm gonna ask him like, what is that guy like actually doing? Like, what do y'all like? Is there anything y'all are picking up from him? Like anything like that, or
so they
want?
They kind of
go ahead.
They look at you as you're asking this, and they're like, the gray dwarf.
Yeah. Yes, Poopy. Yeah. What's Poopy doing?
He's very talkative. He seems pleasant enough, but there's just something not right. It's almost like he's trying too hard to be pleasant. He keeps talking about some kind of god that he follows. Din Karazhan or something like that. It's not very sure what's that type of god might be.
Would we know?
You guys can make religion checks. It's gonna be pretty high DC for that though, because I
got like a 7. Okay, so.
But he.
Ooh, 19.
He seems like he wants to. How you say? He's crazier than, or more chaotic than most of the drow we know.
He's cray.
Yes, cray. Yes.
So, like, at this point, none of the other people, like, none of them have weapons or anything, right? Like, they can't defend themselves or anything, can they?
No, none of them have weapons. This guy might have something, Bupido himself, but he doesn't really seem to. He's either very good at hiding it or he doesn't have anything.
Finish him.
Should we question him in the zone of truth?
Well, yeah, we could do that. We could do that if we want to break him over here and like truth bubble him.
Up to you guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, if he's shady and he's gonna hurt somebody, it's like since we're like the people guiding him, it's all we got to do that.
All right, so you guys kind of bring him over here.
Yeah,
I assume you kind of like force him over into like the like a little bit further away from you guys.
sure. Elona, you want to cast the thing about the bubble of truth on him?
Yeah, is that what you're gonna do, Alona?
Yes.
I see the aura. I just don't know if everybody else sees it.
What? Sees what?
There's an aura around Alona, just kind of showing the zone. It might not pop
Don't
up for
see
you
it.
guys though.
Don't see it.
Let's see. How about now?
Oh, there we go.
There it goes. All right, cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna...
then you can basically look at it as like if she's right here, that's the zone of truth.
The zone
it would be on Bupido, so it's like not cast on Alona herself.
I don't
works pretty well.
I don't want to be in that. I think.
Why not? What do you have to hide?
Not about having nothing to hide. It's just about being in control of my own faculties.
We'll do. I'll just put it on Bupido, so you can take that off of yourself if you want, Alona.
God
Okay.
damn it!
Here, we'll put him up here. There. How's that?
Wait. You know what? Screw it. I don't care. I don't want him escaping if he's trouble. I'm going to block this path up here.
All right, I'll be over here.
I am actually not worried about the zone of truth. I just think it's funny.
It's not like you guys are going to be interrogated, you know?
Besides, Bastion doesn't remember half the stuff, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Well,
You don't remember
one thing about the zone of truth. It just says you cannot lie.
Right.
So
Doesn't mean you have to
if
talk.
he asks you a question,
I don't.
you can just be like,
Silent treatment, bitch.
Yep, it doesn't force you. It doesn't force you to speak, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, what are you guys talking to him about?
why do you keep trying to lead people off?
Yeah.
Your deal, bruh.
I will not. I don't want to answer that.
Why?
Because I am. And he kind of puffs himself up and looks you direct, like now all of a sudden, like just very boldly looking you in the eyes, like because I am the living incarnation of the god Din Karazhan.
Oh boy.
You have watched me turn people into goo.
Start answering
You
questions.
just
We're
answered
gonna have to crap at you, buddy.
Two of you can't be talking at the same time. That
Yeah,
just
no,
doesn't
that's
work.
true.
I'm sorry.
It's just like
I know there's
it
a
sounded
delay,
like Aqua
but,
speak.
Zach, go ahead real quick. It sounded like you were threatening him.
I was. That's saying you want us to crap at you? You don't want to? Then tell us the truth. We'll smack crap at you then.
And then Elona, what were you saying?
She told him that he had watched her turn someone into goo, and he had best start answering questions.
So you're both intimidating him. Okay.
Yeah. It's just,
Which of you has the higher intimidation modifier? Go ahead and just look at your intimidation and tell me what you got.
Mine's
you
an
8. You're a bard, so that makes
Mine's a
sense.
2.
All right, so if you want to have, you guys are kind of in tandem interrogating him. So, Goras, if you want to roll intimidation and roll with advantage, because Ilona's helping you basically, and you're both intimidating the crap out of him. But just think of it as the scores kind of work together here. Yeah, there you go, 25. This guy should have worn the brown pants.
Swerve.
Let's see here.
is Shore and Sarah? They're both sitting here just watching this happen.
They're watching, like, yeah.
They're like, oh,
wow.
Big
I'm glad
Brother's
it's not
getting a
me.
spanking.
He rolled
Swear to me. No.
That's a natural one for him. So
Not so tough,
now,
is he?
now looking like more afraid. He says that I am the living incarnation of Din Karazhan, the avatar. I guess I'm an avatar of murder. Din Karazhan is the god of murder.
Oh.
Boy, you better start
I
talking
just-
sense.
I just want to give everybody the chance to meet Din Karazhan. That's why I try to lead them off.
You're trying to kill everyone, okay?
You were trying to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
He
So is
says
it-
nothing.
Is it?
Like,
po-
he's
is-
afraid, but he knows not to say anything now.
Now we were you had us roll and we were affected by madness.
Yeah.
Do we realize that was happening to us, and would we know that this could have been possibly happening to these guys too? Like maybe he's
you guys,
know,
you know that you had some that something was causing you to have like those madness type thoughts. This seems to be something more deep seated, almost
So
as
he's
if it's been a lifetime.
he just actually
Like,
believes
This
this.
guy's
Yes.
just a sociopath.
He
Like,
just-
that's it. Like, yeah, okay.
We have one choice here, boys. We're gonna finish this off.
What's your alignment?
So
You want to kill everything and everyone.
Shore and Sarth
What did you do?
kind of start they tell you guys that they had to keep a close eye on this one. Anytime they sent him off with somebody, when he was a slave, they didn't think to mention this before because they, heat of battle, they just got done with the fighting, all of that. So take of it what you will. They now that we think about it, we always had to make sure there was somebody guarding the mistress that we killed. She always sent someone extra off with him, because if he sent him alone with just one other person, he always came back alone with convenient excuses. But it was not our place to question. So maybe there was a good reason for it, if Ilvara did that.
He's still under the zone of truth. Can I just ask him, are you a murderer?
He
just straight up, you a murderer? You been murdering people?
No, I don't murder.
If he thinks he's doing it in the name of some...
You bring closer to God, okay? That's what he's
yeah.
trying to do. Yeah.
I make sure that they are sent to meet.
He actually thinks he's doing a good thing.
They are being sent
We
to
could
meet
just send him off
my
on his
godly
own.
form.
I say we kill his ass. That's just me.
Elona,
Alona, what did you say?
We could just banish him, send him off on his own with no gear, let him survive that way.
But then he will follow us, and then we won't know when he's around to kill us.
Yeah, he'll literally be Gollum at that point.
Yes, precious.
Like literally. Literally.
From the party. I mean, we don't have to worry about him sneaking up on us while we're sleeping, because Bastion does not sleep. So he's always aware. So he's. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying we shouldn't kill him, but as of yet, he really hasn't given us a good reason. We have no actual proof.
To offer us, dude.
Is that how you see people? Is if they can benefit you or offer you something? What is your? I want to know what your alignment is.
Yeah.
I want to know what your actual alignment is. Because I think you need to change it, whatever you think it is.
Chaotic. I'm looking for the good of the party with a little bit of chaos. Okay.
I don't think you know what that means, but okay.
I'm making it as we go. Okay.
I don't think you know what you think you know means.
Yeah. I think you need to get the handbook and look up the alignment descriptions.
So
No, really,
that's
I think we need to kill him.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, maybe less on the everybody needs to die, Goras, but I don't think your instincts are wrong in this case. Elona, do you have any thoughts as well?
Sometimes the stick must be cold to protect the rest of the herd.
True.
Well, given him the ultimate mercy, he obviously is crazy, but who knows how long he's been crazy, right?
So, do you want me to goo him?
I mean, I was gonna just blow his brains out, but okay. I mean, that's like the nicest thing to do is just, and that's it.
Goo's
That might
pretty
be loud
instantaneous.
and
Is it?
what? Is it what? Wait.
Goo is pretty instantaneous. I mean, I was just like, is it? Like, I didn't know.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the first part. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to goo him, that's fine. That doesn't matter to me who does it.
You got this.
It's up to you guys. However you guys want to handle this situation.
I can also just stab him. Make it quick and quiet and katana him.
Boom, there we go. I'm just gonna shoot him in the face.
Yes. we're just all sitting here like, how should we do this? And then Hendrix is just blam. That's
Yeah,
how
also,
it's done.
If anybody needs a cat tax, here you go. Got a cat right here. Her back up here.
What I need is a new party. These are monsters.
So not a party of like killers.
Hey,
Well, look at it this
what
way.
say people?
I don't let me like play your character here, but hear me out. Bastion's lawful neutral, right?
Yeah.
You guys just gave this guy a trial under Zone of Truth, and he admitted to killing people for no other reason than ritualistic. I mean, murder, as we as normal people would put it.
Yeah.
Therefore, he has been tried. You guys have kind of spoken over as a group what you should do, and execution was the result. Just saying, lawful neutral. I feel like Bastion probably would be okay with this, just in terms of your alignment, if that makes sense.
Well, we can agree to
Yeah,
disagree.
and you got to think too.
Fair
Like,
enough.
we're not.
That's what I'm
we're
saying.
not
That's
in
why
a-
I'm saying. Well, no, that's why I'm saying. Don't let me play your character, but going off of
Yeah.
like just the strict lawful neutral.
Yeah.
See, here's
he
the
kinda-
thing. Like, Bastion is, and then this is just some background. He's against this sort of shit because he used to be an assassin.
Yeah.
He's
There's that.
automatically turned against executing people just
So
for the
you
hell
have,
of it.
You have
It
more.
wasn't for the hell of it. He's trying to kill our guys.
It was before you knew about all that information. You wanted to kill
Well,
him
see-
from the start.
But
Just
no,
like
like,
everyone
here's the
else
thing.
we've come
Here's the thing.
across.
We don't have an option.
Intuition.
We
No.
don't have an option but to kill him because we're not in a civilized world where we can just put him in jail.
I'm
We're in the
fine with that.
Underdark, dude. Like if we let him
I
go,
did
he's just gonna
agree.
come kill us.
I did agree with it in the end, did I not?
Sure.
I was
Yeah.
like, Elora
that-
and Hendrix weren't trying to kill him at first. That was solely Goras.
I know.
That was just like,
I freaking know. That's why I say it.
Well, to move on from this,
But like, is he dead? Does he?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, all right. Does he got
Uh,
any loot on him?
no,
Yeah.
he doesn't have anything
Okay.
other than like a small dagger that he had
So he
hidden.
better at least have a shank on him or something.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah.
shank. All right, cool.
Yeah, the
hey,
dagger.
you can murder somebody with your bare hand.
That's true.
he,
But
had-
I mean,
he has bare hands.
oh,
He's got man hands.
No, the dagger itself doesn't seem overtly magical, although there is some kind of almost like a whisper of magic on the dagger.
Bag it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in my little bag of holding
All right.
for
Um,
later. Maybe I might use it for fuel or metal or.
Make extra special murder bullets out of it.
Send him straight to his god, like his whatever his name is.
that's actually kind of a cool idea.
What was the name of the god that he was sending? Like trying to
Din
get people?
Karazhan.
Karazhan? Dean
Yes.
Karazhan?
It's in the chat if you go up a little bit.
You could probably make
Uh,
12 rounds out of it. Send 12 people.
But
Maybe that's who I'll make your whip summon.
the
Tie the knives to the end of it and like summons Din Karazhan, the murder god. Ah!
I would like to point out the blast from the from your pistol, Hendrix.
Yeah.
You guys start to hear things coming from tunnels here, here, and here.
Oh, great.
3 lower
Hmm.
tunnels.
Kind of like what I was trying to say, you know.
Well, y'all was so busy talking and stuff. It's just like, let's just do it. So bang! That was it. It was
I still
done.
think it
Now-
was an amazing choice, though.
Oh yeah, I
Just
think it worked perfectly.
In my imagination, it's
You're
wonderful.
lucky I didn't use my leg cannon on him. God, that would have been loud. Freaking
So,
I
just
moved down here
Oh.
just
like a big old cannon that big around right up to his head. Just
From those 3 tunnels that I pointed out are these creatures.
oh my gosh, what is that?
They are called hook horrors. Horrors.
Hey, you got something in common with them, Hendrix. Hook.
Well, only one.
Just, I didn't say you were identical. Just you got
Is
something
that
in
a-
common.
Is that a disability joke, Jared?
But you guys are making.
I guess so. I'll
Yes,
own it.
it is. Yeah.
They are not
guess
here
so.
to give
What
us
can
a hand.
What can I say?
I
Call me
got
out
a
like
hook for
that.
him.
Oh god.
So,
All right.
Are we fighting
so, yeah,
these
they're here
guys?
now.
do you guys want to take just a quick, like, 5-minute thing before you guys fight them, or you want to just fight
Like a
them
little-
now?
Well,
Okay.
we're coming up on 3 hours, and I think we decided we were going to do a 3-hour stream, but we did start like 30 minutes
Exactly.
late.
That's why I'm kind of like, if we want to take a short break.
I'm down
Yeah.
to just like get through it because 30 minutes will be done before we know it, and you know how long
Yeah, we
battles can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can power through this. This ain't no big deal.
That's just me though. If someone needs to take a bathroom break, then go take a bathroom break.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a ship ticket?
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm just
Roll-
gonna
roll
put
your
these guys
initiative
over
real
here for
quick.
just a
I'll
second.
let you do all right. Hold on a second.
All right, I'm gonna say while we heard them going and running through the thing or whatever, like I actually pulled 2 swords out and gave them to Shore and Cyrus. I'm like, here, something's coming. And I'm gonna tell them to guard this entrance right here.
God, the caravan.
Protect this.
Protect
Don't let anything past you.
Stool at all costs. Because his name is Stool.
His name's Stool. Yeah, that's his
There
name.
we go.
Hey, look, you did it! Oh my god, you
that's
gotta do
actually
your
what
thing.
what the race is, or is that his name? Like, what is it? Like, I don't know.
Okay, Goras rolled his. Are you guys gonna roll your initiatives?
Yes.
Yeah, you heard what I said though about
22.
Shore and Seroth or whatever, right?
Yeah. They have their weapons, and they're gonna kind of block this tunnel here.
Yes.
Wonder Twins powers activate.
Activate.
Ooh, I don't like
no,
that.
No.
I don't like how it automatically focuses because it moves the map around when I'm trying to control it on stream.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Deal with it.
We can deal with it later. I'm dealing with it.
Deal with it.
I'm a professional.
Maybe Devin, if you know a way to turn that off after stream, you can help me with that.
Yeah, we'll get it taken care of.
Cool.
It's not a huge deal. It's not a huge deal.
Jared, you've already taken 30 minutes of our lives from the
Hey, I didn't do nothing. That was roll 20, and we all know it needs its sustenance of our soul life.
Of our irritation.
We need to make the aggravation sacrifice. and
That's
play
right.
the,
Roll
pay
20 is
the-
like,
pay
I
the-
cannot
the roll
operate
20
unless
gods.
I am sustained by their torture and their agony.
I live off their rage. Ah, it
Yes.
tastes so good.
You realize that once we started going, I've had no problems with video.
Yeah.
The whole disclaimer at the beginning, like, oh, the video might suck, hasn't happened once. Roll 20 is evil incarnate.
Exactly.
Well then,
I think
Elona-
you're I think it's just a bunch of put on is all it is. Guys,
I'm just, it's
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's drama for them subs, you know?
Yeah, he was just telling us stories about his week and stuff before the stream started. That's
Hey
all
man,
I
you don't want to
had.
hear about my week. It's probably pretty boring.
All right. Okay, cool. Looks like we have everybody here.
Yes.
All right, we open up the combat with Elona.
Okay,
Yeah.
then she is going to activate her. She's gonna try out this new tentacle rod, and I think I named it accordingly.
You should be able to just drag and drop it to your character sheet.
Can you just...
Tentacle tickle run. That's
There
good.
it
That's
is.
good.
Oh, okay.
There it
you
is.
And
Perfect.
so I did have one question. Do those roll 3 separate attacks? Do I need to roll it 3 times, or do I just need to roll 3d6 of damage?
I would say if you're targeting one creature, you can just roll 3d6 of damage. If you're targeting multiple creatures, you'd make separate attack rolls for each one.
Okay, well, I'm just targeting this one here, and I will roll additional 2d6.
When you attack, can it make the anime sound where it's like, wow?
You cut out.
I can't do it. You know that anime sound that you use as on your streams? It's just wow.
Oh, the wow.
Yeah, the anime wow. Like, how else do I
Yeah.
gonna say it any better?
Oh, you cut out. We didn't know what you said.
Well,
Yeah,
roll
you're like,
20.
Only the
the
people
anime
on
sound
your
wet.
end know.
Roll 20. Not my fault.
You can't blame Roll20 for that one. That's Discord.
That's through Discord.
Discord,
The
not my
hell?
fault. That's still not my fault.
All right. What was your attack roll? What was your 2 hit?
16 to hit.
16 to the hook horror. 16 hits.
Sweet, and I did 12 points of bludgeoning damage,
All right.
and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
2 Constitution save. Hold on. It was a 13.
He failed.
All right. What happens when he fails that?
Speed is halved, has disadvantage on dex saves and throws. Can't use reactions for a minute.
All right.
Cool.
And on its turn, it can take either an action or bonus action, but not both.
Dude, that's kind of really
Basically-
good
isn't that
against
basically
you.
slow?
Yeah, that's what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
But no, like you imagine, like on a boss, you do that. Like you only get to do
Mhm.
one thing now.
Well, it depends on the
Also has
boss.
legendary resistances.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hey,
legendaries.
you don't bring that up.
Sorry.
We don't talk about
Alright.
legendaries around here.
Sorry, Papa.
We are going to.
We don't talk about the legendaries. Their magic BS they can do.
yeah, I think that's it for Elona.
Okay.
Oh,
Grapple
gosh.
on it.
it's Bastion's turn. Ha ha!
Is it for me?
It's for you.
Oh,
Answer the phone. It's for you.
Hey, Mario.
oh goodness.
Oh no!
All right. So Bastion, what are you doing? These things are the one that was just attacked by Elona is now just clicking like madly. Like it's like just like it's using its claws, making like these weird like minor screeching noises and like clicking noises from its.
I can
mouth.
hear the screeching noise in the background.
That's just
Wow.
a bird.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Is that what that is? You have a bird?
Yeah, it's
I had no idea. I just thought it was like your kids screaming like all the time.
That
like,
one's
man,
a
his
bird.
kids are just insane. Like
No,
kids,
the
I
kids
don't
were
know.
screaming earlier, so
This kid's a bird!
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna. I see the one coming around down here. Giving Goras them sexy eyes. So I'm gonna roll up on this dude because I know Goras is also a little squishy.
Yeah.
He's
So-
a soft boy.
He says,
I'm
They
gonna
make
have to.
a kill for
I'm
that.
gonna have to send you that. I'm gonna have to send you that video. That way you know what I'm talking about. It's
Okay.
it's a good video.
sounds good. See, I'm gonna put myself between Goras and this clickety
Damn straight
clacky.
you are.
And now, if I'm here, am I blocking? Like, could this thing get past me to attack
no.
Goras, or am I?
It would have to push its way past you.
So it's a pretty narrow passageway. These passageways. Okay, that's what I
You
wanted.
care about me. Oh, cool.
Reluctantly.
I reluctantly care.
Yeah. I'm going to attack him with Bastion's Wrath. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Roll
So
your attack.
Take this. Why didn't it? Oh, it's just delayed. 24 to hit
That will hit.
for 2 plus 17 slashing and 1 fire damage.
All right.
Wait.
So is that 20 points of damage in just your first strike?
Bam. How's he looking?
It's armor. It's chitinous armor. You can see like a couple scorch marks here and there, and like a pretty good slash along the armor. But it's still, it's just lumbering towards you, almost as if it's ignoring.
How
the
big are
damage.
these things? I don't know if you told me and I wasn't listening.
They are roughly like 7 foot.
Okay, so they're.
Bigger.
He's a little bit taller than me, but not by much.
And it takes up like a good portion of the corridor in front of you.
Yeah, it's a big old beetle bird with hook hands.
Yep, basically.
Okay.
Beetlejuice.
Exactly. I'm going to use my second attack, I guess.
Okay.
Same thing. 13 to hit.
Wow.
That's really bad.
Yeah, this time it just kind of it kind of smacks the sword away from it as you come in with a slash coming in from the other side.
Can I use my, because you've said that we start with inspiration every game, right?
You do.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
You can.
I'm gonna do that then, because that was bull crap. 28 to hit.
Yes, so it comes in to guard itself against the against this cut that you're bringing along its one side. You can take the first set of damage since that's what it would have been if you had rolled advantage.
That's up to you. I'm fine with either way.
You cut through part of its hook as it begins to try to smack your blade away, cutting into its armor again, dealing a big portion of fiery slashing damage.
I'm going to go ahead and use a key to do Flurry of Bros.
All right.
As my aim. As what?
Punch it.
Oh, punch it.
Or kick it. Either way.
Yeah, I like to assume that because I'm wielding my sword that I'm using my knee or my freaking heel or something as my unarmed. Anyways, just going to go ahead and do that. 20 to hit.
Yep, that will hit.
For 10 and 2.
The dueling style applies to weapons.
Oh, right.
To just
I always forget about that. So just 10.
You're good.
That's fine. I can actually turn that off when I do that, I think.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to worry about it too much, because I know how to.
Good lord. I'm not doing great. That's a 12. So that's a miss.
12. The 12, yeah. You kind of punch, but this time it just doesn't seem like you had enough force behind that second attack.
Damn.
To actually deal damage. You still hit it. These things aren't very hard to hit, but
It's just tough.
the kitten armor that they have around them is just so hard that it's very difficult to break through.
That's
I
fine.
keep saying kitten armor, and I'm thinking they just got kittens taped to their body.
Is
Just like a bunch of little kittens.
You prefer
Like,
chitin?
yeah.
I don't know. Is it actually said
chitin.
chitin or chitin? Okay.
I think it's chitin.
I think it's kittens.
No, kitten armor is great. Kitten armor is the best.
They would never attack you. They'd look at you and be like, I can't hit you. All those kittens.
Yeah, dude, you're just like, so cute. Poor little babies.
I'm gonna end my turn there. I'm gonna stay here. I want to block him from getting to Goras if possible.
All right. Speaking of Goras.
First, I'm going to cast some Bardic Inspiration on Mr. Bastion here.
Yes, more inspiration. I definitely need it. Apparently, that's a 1d what?
1d8 now.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to cast that on him.
There you go. Green dot is your inspiration.
Very nice.
I'm going to back up a little bit so I'm in range of the other players if they need inspiration later.
Okay.
And can I launch an attack with my Citurn? Just the thunder?
Where are you sending your attack?
Oh, shoot, whoops. The guy in front of Bastion.
You do realize that launching an attack at that with Bastion right there
Okay, no, let's not do that then.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Like the fact that he's protecting you in the corridor also kind of prevents you from really doing something to that one without like major armor class like going up.
So I can't lob a spell over him, is what?
Oh, you can lob a spell, yes. If you can see it, most of your spells will work. It's just if it's a 2-hit thing, I
feel like
Bastion
Bastion
kinda gives
is
you some cover.
essentially adding to his AC as cover.
Yeah. But
So
if you cast a spell, most bard spells anyway are save spells. So yeah, you can definitely do that at least if you want to cast a spell.
Trying to see which one. And still trying to learn this.
How dare you?
Nothing wrong with the good old Dissonant Whispers.
That's what I asked. Can I use Distant Whispers on it? It won't hit back.
No. Dissonant Whispers targets that one creature. You can see it, so that works.
Do it. Boom.
Right. Go ahead and click on it. Don't click on the description part. Just click on the actual name of the spell for me.
Oh, okay. Cast at what level? Oh, that's a new one.
What level do you want to cast it at? First, second, or third?
Oh, level 3.
Right? Because I think you have third level spell slots. So.
Dang.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can cast Dissonant Whispers at third level.
Ooh, 17 to hit.
No, that's
No.
its wisdom. That's the save it has to make.
Oh.
Wow, that is a terrible roll.
we not doing so good, brother. My bad rolls is rolled off right onto you apparently.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's trying to help. I mean,
it rolled a 9.
Nice. It still fails.
And now it has to run away. Bastion, if you want to make an opportunity attack with your reaction, you can.
I would.
As it has to move its speed away from Goras.
And I can still do that as a two-handed Bastion's Wrath. That's just basic attack, right? Okay.
Out
There
of
you go.
5d6.
28
So
to
out
hit.
of 30 points possible. You only did 9 damage.
17 slashing, fire.
Oh yeah, and +2 for your dueling because that would still count.
Oh, son of a gun! I'm just gonna leave that on because I'll never remember to turn that
Just
on
leave
and
it
off
on.
at the appropriate times.
All right, so your blade comes in. You as it turns away from you, you pull your blade up and just plunge it into like a soft spot in its armor.
Yeah.
Reaching all the way down into its body, and the fire kind of bursts out of its face as it falls to the ground.
I was gonna say I was hoping you were gonna do that, the whispers thing, but I didn't want to say nothing. Just saying. I was hoping.
That's a combo with you and me, man.
I know it's.
That thing just burst from the inside, fire coming out of every orifice.
I like it.
High five. Oh wait, you're too far. Never mind. You
Bro
fist.
Bro
Distance.
fist.
Distance. Bro fist.
And then Goras, if you go up in the chat a little bit, you can click done on your on the tracker there.
Done.
Should move.
Oh, there it is.
I want to get you guys used to using that, so that way you can tell when you're done by just clicking it. Hendrix, you are up.
Did we make a choice on like if I wanted to use my cloak of flying? Is it a bonus action to do it, or is it just like, hey, fly?
You still have it activated from earlier because you said you had it activated with the other.
Yeah, but I didn't know if that was like days ago or whatever. But yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. I'll take it. If you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Just take
All
it,
right.
damn it.
All right, so I'm going to take and why not? How far are you? You're 30 feet. All right, cool. So I'm going to fly over here. I'm going to be 30 feet up, or not 30 feet up, but
the cavern's
angle.
about 40 feet in height.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fly about 15 feet above them, or no, they're 7 foot tall, right? So I could fly. I could be 20 foot in the air and still hit them, because they're 7 foot and there's and I'm gonna use that's gonna give me advantage. I'm gonna use burning
you need to do
hands.
Pythagorean's theorem right now and tell me how much you
calculate.
Math, don't make me do that.
One time Sarge tried to do Pythagorean's theorem and actually did it. Oh, anyway. Yeah, you're good. You're 20 feet up, and about. Yeah, you still have about 15 feet of movement left. So
yeah. All right. Well, no, I'm just making sure I'm in range of them because I'm going to use burning hands on it, and it's got a 15-foot cone.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going to blast
within
fire
range.
down on top of them.
You could even move close enough into them that like you could do that and then still fly up away without them hitting you. So yes, you can.
Oh no, I don't want to leave them. I'm going to stay here. I just wanted the advantage. That's what I wanted.
Oh, they burning hands is a dex save. So.
Oh, is it? So I don't even need that.
But if you want to click on burning hands, you may.
I'm gonna do it. Watch out. I think I could only cast that at 2nd level.
Yeah, because you only have up to 2nd level spell slots right now.
Yeah, I shouldn't have. Yeah, next level I'll get 3rd level stuff. All right.
Yep. I think so.
Boop. Yeah, there we go.
Sturdy. DC 16. Damage is 12.
Do I need to?
All right. There you go. There's their rolls. The hook horror 1 rolled a 4. Hook horror 4 rolled a 13. They both failed their saving throw.
Nice.
Why damage?
They took 12 fire damage.
12 fire damage. All right, cool. So that was my one big thing.
You still have a bonus action.
But I don't think I could actually do anything with it. Unless, since I'm 20 feet up in the air, I'm going to take and use my bonus action to open my bag of holding. I'm going to let my little friend out. My little buddy.
So
you know him. You love him.
I added him, but
Oh.
Yeah, you're sending out friendship.
Friendship, yeah. I'm trying to find my.
I have to put it out there. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna drop friendship on.
Change your character sheet real quick. So
okay.
Can you describe friendship to our other party members who weren't here for campaign 1?
Oh yeah, for those who don't know, so friendship is he's an automaton, but he's basically a honey badger. So he's a honey badger automaton that's a medium size, and he also has tank treads for back legs, and he's got like razor sharp like death claws for front legs. And then he's got like honey badger teeth, and he's just real pissy. Like he's just mad all the fucking time, just so pissy.
Does he give a shit?
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. But yeah, no, he's a honey badger. He's a robot honey badger. He has 2 HP, but man, he's feisty.
Now actually, because of your couple of other things, he probably has. Now he has more hit points. So
he does. Cool.
Yep. Because he had more hit points than that before. He had 2 plus your intelligence modifier, and your artificer level. So it's 2 plus intelligence modifier, so that's 7. Plus, what's your level for artificer?
6.
So 30. So 37 hit points now.
What?
Oh. Dude, I'm used to him having like 8 HP, to where I gotta put them together like every 5 seconds.
There you go.
That's how I got so good at animatronics.
There you go.
Damn.
Where?
I can see his health numbers.
Where is he? Oh, you dropped him in there.
Yep, he's right there.
He looks like a robot bear.
You should be able to move him too. So.
Okay, but I don't have his player sheet. Oh, Steel Defender. There it is, right up there. It's at the top. It wasn't next to the Hendrix.
Awesome.
So I'm going to use my bonus action, like, go get a friendship. And he's going to drop down, and he's going to do falling damage because we're 20 foot up in the air. So I guess whatever that is.
Yep, I got it.
Can he do that to both or just one? I
Just
think
one.
it's just one. All right, so the one underneath me, yeah.
That's awesome.
This is like a patented tactic. All right, this is Hendrix Tactics 101.
That's right.
Hendrix, what's your spell attack modifier? It should be under your spells, and there should be like spell save DC and one other thing there next to it.
8. Spell attack bonus. Is that what you're asking for?
Yep, that's it.
It's 8. Yeah, it's 8.
All right, so it's going to do. You should be able to click. I'll do it because I have the character sheet set up right now.
What?
There's the force empowered Ren.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. But like, I didn't know if you wanted to go ahead and do the like fall damage or whatever on the dude. Or whatever.
So let's see. Because
there is a chance he could fail that, right? Like if he just like go like this and then get out of the way and he just hits the ground.
Going for the middlemost hook horror, the hook horror 1. So it's
Well,
going to.
the one underneath me, yeah.
So yeah, he missed the fall, but because of the whole thing, he actually lands there and attempts a force empowered rend for a 13 to hit. But it just does not claw into him.
Okay,
Darn.
all right. And
But
then I guess
he won't be taking any of the falling damage either.
okay. Yeah. So I guess now what I'm gonna do is, since I'm like up in the air,
Mm-hmm.
they can kind of get past him. So I'm gonna drop down on the ground. That way they
All right.
can't move out of this thing.
Sounds good.
So I'm down. Yeah, I'm not flying anymore. I gotta. Come
You're
on,
good.
give me this. Yeah. All right. There we go. And that should be the end of my thing. And I'm gonna click done.
All right, that hook horror is dead. So, hook horror 4 is going to look at you, Hendrix, after you just blasted it with a blast of fire from your hands.
Yeah.
Your hand and your hook, and it's going to nod at you because you have a hook, and then it's going to try to attack you. So, 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
So it comes in with its first claw attack. It almost seems like it doesn't have any finesse. It just kind of just drops right towards you. It comes in again with a second attack for a 26 to hit.
Ooh.
Please hold while numbers are being calculated. What was that? What's that?
If you're looking at your parry, I don't think that's going to increase your AC.
Yeah, like I know.
It's a D4, I believe.
Yeah,
should be under your Forge Fang.
I was looking for something else.
Okay.
So that gives me +5. I was looking at shield, gives me +5 AC.
Yeah.
But I guess even if it's gonna hit me, like if I parry him, I still do damage to him, right?
You do a D4 fire damage, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Even if I take damage, like.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hold on. There's so many. All right. So Forge Fang, two-handed. There we go. And then for the parry, what did we roll?
You can just roll a straight D4.
D4. All right. Cool. Thank you. Think. Give him 2 fire damage.
2 fire damage.
Yeah, and I'll take his 26 to damage. Is that what that is?
No, that's 26 to hit.
Okay.
So and your AC went up by 2 as well. So your AC is up by 2 for a little bit.
Yeah.
now.
So it's 21. Yeah, it's 21 now.
It's going to be 15 piercing damage as he hits you with his giant claw.
Okay.
Don't forget, you can just edit that directly on your token as well. The green circle is your health.
Dying.
Oh, you just click it and it does? No. Okay. So
Click
wait,
it,
what?
and then you edit your hit points, and you hit enter, and it'll actually show it.
Oh. Okay. All right. Cool. And it shows it. All right. Cool. Sick.
All right. And that's going to be all it will do because it's kind of stuck in this corridor.
Yeah, that's right. Body blocking.
It's going to turn toward you as well, since you're the only one that's hit it so far.
Oh dear.
First attack for a 17 to hit, which I believe with your parry is your AC right now.
No, my AC is
what is your
21.
AC?
21.
Oh, 21. Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
have a higher AC than I. That's right.
Yeah, I'm up there 4.
Yeah, so that will not hit you. Second attack for another 17 will not hit you.
Nice.
So this-
Over here like
this one-
Matrix dodging.
It almost seems like these two hook horrors are not working in tandem. They come in, and this one just kind of bounces off the other as it comes in for its attacks, not able to even get in at you to hit you. And now for the third hook horror, Elona, from its position, it has to do something. Can you put the rod effect back up? I think it's like its movement speed is halved, and it has to take an action or a bonus action, but it can't take both, right?
Yep. See, these way, I'm just gonna click on it, and it should throw it up. Yeah, there it is.
Give him the rod.
Okay. Okay, cool. So it will try to hit you
Bring it.
because that's pretty much all it can do. It is able to try to attack you from 10 feet away. So it's going to first attack, 19 to hit,
Gonna miss.
and second attack,
Oh,
another
wow.
19. So it just comes in, but it's just caught up in all in the tentacles that are holding it. It's just not able to actually even move closer to you. And then at the end of its turn, it is allowed to try another Constitution. I believe it's Constitution save.
Yep, DC 15.
Still stuck.
Good
And
call
top of
with
the
that
round,
whip.
we're back
I told
to
you that thing was good.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like anything that looks like it's got an octopus on it, it's going to be good, right?
something like that.
That's what I've been told.
Giggity.
I can't take y'all nowhere.
Nope.
Not in public.
Okay.
I'm done.
Turn. As a bonus action, she is going to cast Healing Word
Ooh.
on Hendrix.
Hey.
You're going to get 7 plus what is my level? What level am I? I don't know this. You'll get 15 points of healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it 7 plus 15 or just 15 total?
15 total. 7
Okay,
plus
cool. So I get to go back up because I only took 15 points of damage.
Yep.
That's some
There you go.
serious
Boom.
heals.
Life clerics, they
Thank
heal
you.
really well. So
Then she'll
Feel
just
great.
rod against the bird thing, the core again. Ah. I don't think a 9's going to get him.
9 will not. You do have inspiration if you want to use it. I just want to remind you of that.
I'll save it.
But okay. Yeah. So then you try to go in with that second attack, but just it's all tangled up. You're concentrating on healing and then trying to attack it. It just you just weren't quite able. It's a new weapon. You weren't quite able to get it to do what you needed it to do. We're up to Bastion's turn. You see Hendrix is kind of holding off the 2 hook horrors over there with friendship, and Elona is battling one that seems to be caught up in the tentacles.
All right. Well, if I bust out my own wings, my jetpack. Is that a bonus action to do that? I can't ever remember.
It's
Okay.
same as Hendrix. It's like they're both wings of flying. Yours is just
Right.
flavored as a jetpack.
Yeah.
So,
It takes you a bonus action to go and turn them on. You're
Right.
like, flip the switch.
You know. So let's see. That gives me
Transformers.
60, I believe.
Yes.
yes.
Which is,
60
I
movement.
think, just enough, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 50, 55. Can I occupy, since I'm flying, the space above friendship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
which-
I have a question of something that maybe I can do, but I don't know if I can. So,
go for it.
you mentioned earlier how, like, flashes of light down here is, kind of has a flashbang
Detrimental.
effect.
Yeah.
Now, oops, I hate Windows 10. Go away. You hover over the freaking partly cloudy window and it opens up this giant window while I'm trying to stream a freaking thing here. Thanks, Windows. Stupid piece of crap. Now, Bastion has integrated lighting. Remember, his eyes turn to essentially flashlights. Can I flash these two dudes?
You're going to strobe them? Are you going to straight up just like strobe them?
I want to turn my lights on and then do the just
Got a trench
have
coat?
give them a
Just
seizure.
in case you don't know this, Sean, like if you get strobed hard enough, you can throw up, so it might make them vomit.
Well, I'm curious if it will do anything, and like, what's it going to cost me to do that? I mean, it's freaking my eye lights.
It's your lights that you
don't-
kind of just use on your own.
So, like, can I use it as a free action?
Yeah, we'll call it an object interaction until I can think of something better.
Yeah.
So and
I've
then
never
they'll make,
used them as an offensive.
what is your key save DC? Basically it'd be your spell save, and I call it for monks. We'll just call it your key save DC, like your
I
stunning strike.
don't have a clue. Let's see.
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom.
So 8, 9, 10, 11. So 15.
All right. No damage. It will probably cause them to be blinded if they fail, which they do. So
So I just come in, flashing my light eyes, blinding these mofos.
So
It
now,
looks like everything just drops to 15 frames a second. Flashing.
Like
We're all
my
just
camera.
they are blinded. They fail any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against them have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. You can ask Devin about that later. What could have happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still have my action and my additional action.
You
Correct?
still have your attack, your multi-attack, yes.
So I'm just gonna. I'm assuming can I attack this guy? I'm within reach.
You're
so-
hovering just above friendships. You are well within reach to attack.
I
one.
pet friendship real quick, if that's okay.
He seems to be all right with it.
Yeah, just
He
give
likes
him
the way you smell.
Just we have a similar smell.
Well, you're both machines, so yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't bad. Shit.
You
So
smell
I'm-
like axle grease and citrus for some reason. We don't know why. We haven't figured that out yet, okay? Axle grease and citrus.
Well, see, Bastion is partially made of some kind of wood.
Yeah,
So maybe there's just some like citrus plant somewhere.
orange tree.
He's got an orange tree in him. No, like the citrus comes from hand soap. Like all the plants use like hand soap.
It's like
citrus.
obviously artificial
Yeah.
citrus smell. Like,
Or it's the cherry, whichever one.
it's that
yeah.
orange stuff that like mechanics use to clean grease off of their hands.
Yeah,
Hey, it works.
that's
man.
what I just said.
Oh well, did you?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I wasn't
Dude,
listening.
The madness is getting to you, brother. It's getting to you. It's wrecking your robot brain.
Anyways, I'm going to attack this guy with advantage, as blinded is saying that attack rolls against them have advantage. So I will use the old wrath of me,
What kind of wood you working with?
the best kind. 17. Gosh, I'm still rolling real bad.
17 hits though. That's good enough.
So two
Roll
for the
bad and
dueling
it still made
style. I know, 15 slashing, 3 fire,
Got it.
and I'll do it again.
Slash again.
Swing
You'll
away,
do-
Meryl.
He'll do it again.
21 to hit for
As well.
2, 10, and 4.
So you guys are all watching as Bastion just comes flying over this thing, strobing his lights as he's flying toward them, and then just comes in and like flying slashes just X across this thing's chest, damaging it pretty severely. It's still alive, but it is also now like just this horrific screeching noise coming from it as it's stumbling back from the damage and the lights.
Yes.
Me and friendship are just covered in blood all of a sudden. Like in the laser light strobe show, you just see me and him get covered in like stuff. Like,
No. So actually, because of the fire damage, the blood doesn't go anywhere because it cauterizes.
That's right.
I was gonna
Never
say, it's like
mind.
one of those shows where they give you the freaking plastic bag to wear if you sit in the front row.
Anything else for you, Bastion?
Nah, I'm done.
Perfect.
I literally can't do
I like this
nothing. I
combat
can't.
tracker thing. So.
Got Sandstorm playing behind her and everything too while he's flying in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, actually, the whole tracker thing actually works a lot better than I thought. If I have it zoomed in, it just kind of goes automatically. So I wouldn't change it. Actually, it's growing on me. Just to throw that out there before I forget.
Did
you
you
just
see the
cause
note
a
I sent you
problem.
as well, Jared?
What?
I sent you a note just before you attacked with Bastion's Wrath. Just
You
as
did?
a
Yes,
friendly reminder for you.
I'm aware I have that.
Okay, cool. I just it's one of those things that's still fairly new that I like to give you
Yeah.
that reminder. All right, Goras.
All right. Well, what
Bastion
happened?
is flying around, strobing lights, making a party.
Me and friendship are over here with rave sticks. Just...
Somewhere in the background, a sandstorm is playing. You know,
Oh
what are you
god.
gonna do?
Or
Kinda
once
follows.
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on
I forgot I had that.
Elona here,
Okay.
Nice.
and
Elora,
then
you're going to have a green dot.
Dissonant Whispers on this boy down here. It worked pretty well last time.
Yeah. And it's still within range if it starts to run away, so go ahead and cast your Dissonant Whispers.
Yep. Bam.
Save DC.
That's a heck of a high save.
Because of the Cittern.
Damn. That's
Yeah,
good.
it ups his save.
That's hella good. Ooh,
However, this one did save.
not good enough.
It's going to be taking... Oh, I messed that up. I didn't see the higher level cast, so hold on. I actually have to do the math on this one. Okay. Gonna be 8 damage total. Okay. This thing kind of grasps at its head as the psychic damage is inflicted upon it, but it doesn't seem to be as effective as it was against the other hook horror.
This
It kind of
must be dumb.
Oh, and it's also, wrapped up in tentacles, so it wouldn't have been able to run away anyway because it can't use its reaction. So
That's true. That's true.
If something's tied up like that and it tries to run away, can it like choke itself?
maybe
Like
we'll take that. We'll take that as it comes.
Okay.
Keratin style.
All right, so boom.
Oh, look at me! It's on me again.
Nice.
I'm gonna get in here all down and dirty, and I'm gonna pull out the Forge Fang, my laser light sword, and I'm gonna attack this one in the back here. This one right here. Hold on, I can't. Yeah, this one, the farthest one. I'm gonna attack it with advantage because it's blinded. It's 28 to hit, and it does 17 fire damage.
17 fire damage to the back hook horror.
The back hook horror. Yes, the back one. And I'm going to swing at it again.
Okay.
Katow for 30 to hit.
Jeez.
And I'm going to do 21 more fire damage to it.
My God.
Yeah, so this thing is like basically on fire. It's still alive. It's screeching this again, this just like unnatural like a screech none of you have heard before.
So like there's just an absolute nightmare happening over here. It's a strobe light show. Things are getting cut open. There's laser swords, and then all of a sudden you just hear it's like everything's.
I would make the screeching noise, but I can't right now.
Yeah.
So
Fire and everything, man. Shit.
All right. I'm gonna get
Looks like they're having a rave over there.
I'm gonna get a
Sandstorm.
I guess for my bonus action, I'm gonna tell Friendship to Force Empowered Rend, the other one.
okay,
This
it has
front one.
Yep, it has advantage.
With advantage. Bam, turn that on, and I click you. It's 19 to attack.
Oh yeah, that hits. Hits easily.
And 4 force damage against.
It'll be doing 12 force damage because it does your spell attack modifier as well.
Oh, okay. So 12 force damage, yeah.
Yeah, so I need to actually fix that. Oh, no, wrong button. Here we go. There, that'll be fixed for next time. So,
cool.
Now, Force Empowered Rend should actually do the appropriate amount of damage this time. That's 12 force damage as Friendship just, rends this thing across the chest. And you can see like the armor that was there that was so easily, kind of going against the other things hitting it. It's just blasted by the force damage.
Oh no, the kittens. The kitten and the kitten armor. Just blasting those kittens right off of it. This thing's probably looking pretty busted, right?
It's looking pretty hurt. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I could do, so I'm going to click my done button, and I'm going to pass the turn.
All right. Give me just a second. Oh yeah, I'd already put that one in there.
Some secret enemies that the game has
Uh,
revealed.
you hear? Yeah, you know, I actually wanted you guys to kind of know that this was happening anyway.
Oh
but
yeah,
you
sure.
hear,
It was on purpose. I get it.
you hear a familiar voice back there. That crazy, like a crazy, get out of my house, you beast!
Oh.
And then you hear this another unearthly screech. So, and there's some other things happening that you guys don't necessarily know about over there. So
sneaky.
we'll move on to the next hook horror. This one is blinded. It will make a Constitution save at the end of its turn, but it is going to attack with disadvantage.
Yeah.
It is going to just go for Hendrix because you're the easiest target for it to try to go for.
They big boys.
14 to hit.
No.
And a fumbled 9.
No.
So
Can
it is.
it
Because
hit
it's
its
blinded.
friend? Yeah, could it hit its friend?
Roll a
kill its friend?
d6.
That'd be awesome.
D6.
There's two things that that could happen.
4.
So yes, it is. The attack is redirected. If it was 1, 2, or 3, it would have been prone. 4, 5, or 6, it would have attacked its friend. So let me re-roll its attack. That'll be. So it tries to. It goes for like the attack coming down to hit its friend, but it just again these things are just kind of flailing at this point, so it's unable to actually harm its friend, but it did try.
It's good effort. That would have been awesome though.
No.
Still was pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
remember these things are like 7 foot tall. They're like big
Yeah.
Goombas from the Mario
From the
movie, right?
movie.
They're big Goombas in this thing.
You got that whole sand growing all right back there too.
Okay, and that's it for that one's turn. And something else is going on up there.
Another hidden thing.
Well, that's the other side of the hidden thing up there. So
Mm.
you heard someone yelling and then the horrific screech. So you imagine there's probably a battle going on.
Did we all hear it, or is that
Yeah,
just
you guys heard it. So
interesting?
okay, perfect. And that's going to be all for that part's turn. You guys will figure. You guys will get to it at some point, I'm sure. Because there's not much left for these things. And now this hook horror is going to 1, 2 is going to be Hendrix, 3, 4 is going to be Friendship, 5 and 6 is going to be Bastion. Bastion it is.
Bring it.
It's going to, with disadvantage, try to attack you. An 11 is not going to hit you, I know.
Not a hit. It's a
And a
miss.
15 is not going to hit you either.
Correct. All misses. Just
Now, I just need to... I'm going to just make both of them make Constitution saves real quick.
yes.
The end of their turns.
See if they can shake it off. They're trying to rub it out of their eyes with their hooks, just clawing their own eyes out like idiots.
They're hard up, dude. They're on fire. There's got laser beams all over the place. There's freaking
No,
strobe
they,
lights going on.
They are still blinded.
Wow.
One fumbled.
Yep, one fumbled.
We might
and
have
last
to
were-
we might have to make that eyes thing like a bonus action because that seems pretty darn effective.
Especially down
Yeah,
here.
I feel
It's
kind of
probably,
bad.
probably going to be, but I just wanted to test it this time, and then we'll go from there. It's kind of like playtesting on the fly.
Sure.
That's
All right.
well.
What?
So, Elona, this other one is going to try to attack you again. For a 19 to hit. I know that doesn't hit you. Fumbles.
Oh,
my goodness.
ooh.
Well, it's not blinded, but it is covered with that stuff, so it's just going to be prone. Oh, hold on. Prone. There we go.
Lie
Now,
down.
prone and restrained, basically. So
This guy, these most honestly, all of these guys are just getting owned. They're
No.
big, but we just stepping on them.
all right, Elona.
All right, Ilona will take a 5-foot step towards the creature.
Okay.
That way she gets advantage on the attack roll.
Go for it.
She is just going to cast a lovely little spell.
I'm gonna try to turn it into goo.
Yep. Roll 20. You can do it. I have faith in you.
Power of technology compels you.
I need an old CPU and a new CPU. The power of technology compels you. Nice.
Ooh.
Damn.
God damn. Yeah.
Jeez.
And a total of a lot of damage.
Yeah, 26
Total of a lot.
It's such a
It's gonna be
brutal spell.
35 points of damage as this necrotic energy just
Oh my
eats
God.
away at this hook horror's body. It's beginning to like necrotize. The body's like slowly kind of aging, almost like dehydrating and kind of becoming just weakening. You can see this negative energy just draining its life force. And it just again continues to screech, but it's not able to actually move away from the damage. It's still alive. It's moving. It's struggling, but it's not looking good for this creature.
Dang.
And that'll be it for Elona.
All right, Bastion. You heard the crackling of negative energy, and then this hook horror just screeching, horrific, bloody murder.
What, the one that Elona just touched
Yeah.
gently?
Also, I would like to point out, I believe, Goras, you have the ability, your Bardic Inspiration can also deal damage through spells if someone wants to do that through Magical Inspiration. So, Elona, if you wanted to do that, you can do that.
Okay, cool. So I'd just be rolling a d8.
Yep, roll a d8.
3.
All right. It is just about there. It's like partially melted into the floor now. It was already almost dead. I was hoping you roll a little bit higher than that.
Well, it's because I want to do something a little bit differently.
Do it. You won't.
God damn it.
I was not expecting that.
I was.
What do you want to do?
I know his catchphrases. I want to use Pulse Wave.
What is that?
All right.
Um,
Share with the class. What
I'm
Pulse Wave
trying
does.
to find it. There we go. But only if it doesn't hurt my friends. I don't
you
know
can
if
angle it.
does.
You can angle this 30-foot cone that it's not going to.
Oh, it's a cone. That's right, it's a cone. But I'm not pushing them away. I just want them to like. I'm just pulling them towards friendship and me, I guess. Since I get to choose to push or
They won't
pull.
really move then if
Yeah.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't want them to, just in case. But
So then
Oh,
click
you're
on
not-
Pulse Wave itself for me.
So you're not giving them the push. You're giving them the suck.
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That way I can put in there what damage they.
I can only do level 3,
Yep.
I believe.
That's yeah. So I'll save DC is 15. It doesn't roll it for you. All right, roll 66.
6. Good lord. How do I type that in again?
/R
/R.
and then space 66.
66. Because yeah. Shkaboink. 24.
Perfect. And half damage on a save, which they don't do because they can't roll higher than a freaking 15 tonight.
And can I add the bardic inspiration to the damage
Yeah, you can.
for 1d8
Yep, 1d8.
2? So 26 damage total.
It didn't matter. They were dead.
Both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, like they're just sitting there, like things are just hanging off of them. Okay, the
So-
kitty cat armor's gone.
I think
Like,
Jared, go ahead and tell everybody what this looks like as this happens. You
I
had
like-
a specific vision
I like
in
to
mind.
think that, yeah, I mean, just because of what's called pulse wave, I like to think because I'm flying, I just land like in between them with my sword, and I just jam the sword into the ground, creating a pulse wave of just like pure energy. You can't really see it, but it looks like when you look into a vista and it's hot, it's that wavy, but like way more intense, and you just see these creatures start to like vibrate until they just tear themselves apart from the
And you
pulse.
said it's pulling toward you.
Yeah,
So you are now covered in hook horror, dude.
hell yeah. So is friendship.
So is friendship.
Yeah.
Hendrix probably got a little bit of it as well.
I got it in my in my eye patch. I'm just like, thank God I had an eye patch on.
You just switch the eye patch to the other.
Yeah, just move it to the other side.
Go ahead and make a perception, just Bastion perception check while you're doing this.
Just from my skills, that part of perception.
Just make perception.
Where are you? It's not an advantage. I don't know why it is, because I was attacking them.
I mean, you could roll it at advantage. We would just take the left.
That's right. 18.
What?
So as you're doing this pulse wave, you feel something pulling you to the far north of where you are currently.
Okay.
Something that connects you specially to this blade.
Oh.
And your own psyche.
Like how far north are we talking about?
It's far enough that you're not sure exactly how far. You just know that if you were to try to feel for this again, you could probably feel that pulse energy telling you, if you're still heading in the right direction.
Oh. Okay.
So
I love your reaction.
I'll write you a note, or we'll talk about it later. So it's
I like to
your
think that
backstory. I think
Bastion's
you know
just
what-
holding the sword, and it's like doing like what are those divining rods that look you hold for water?
Oh,
and
the
it's just-
Y. It looks like a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
feet. Like it's
and
like,
it's just kind of like, and it points me to the north, and I just kind of cock my head to the side, like not sure what that means, but kind of curious. But as far as reactions go, I mean, Bastion's a machine essentially, so
Yeah,
he's not going to be like, "Holy shit, bro!"
he's relatively emotionless still.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Is that it?
jeez.
Anything else for Bastion?
Yeah, sure, because I still got stuff I can do. Yeah.
You used your action to do the pulse wave.
To do the pulse, so I still got movement and my additional action.
your
as
your
well
bonus
as-
action. That is your full action. To do the pulse wave,
That's
so-
right. Okay. So
Because it's basically a spell. So
yeah, it is actually. It's under my spells. It didn't used to be. So I mean, I'm still flying, correct?
you're still flying.
I mean, I
That
still have
lasts
it
for a few-
activated.
It lasts for a few hours, so
Yeah.
you can still be flying. Yes.
So hey there. Just gonna just fly
Oh,
over
nice.
to the other side wherever that works.
Yeah, that's good. Either spot would have been good.
So I have a bonus action.
Yep. And we ruled it before that when you did your pulse wave, you could still do your Flurry of Bros if you wanted to. So
Yeah, you know what? Let's just get this over with. Yeah, I'll expend a key and do a Flurry of Bros on this fool at advantage because he's prone
yes, he's prone and tied up.
and
so.
tied up. So
He
yeah.
did drop a contact lens.
No, I stepped on it, so there.
Oh God, you're so mean. You're such a
Depending
mean
on-
ass.
Oh, did you just crit?
That's
You
a
did
crit.
just crit.
That is a crit net 20, baby, for a total of 28.
So
I'll let you do the
You got
math.
1 HP left.
you-
Cool. Let me hit you as
you-
hard as I can.
yeah. I'm just gonna narrate this because
Okay.
you come
This-
flying over to this thing, over Alona's head, and as you come in with like your flying kick, kind of more to like land on it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks up as you're coming to land on it. You land directly on its head, just pumpkin
Nice.
squished everywhere,
Sweet.
guts, everything flying. It's dead.
I like it.
Oh.
Just pure efficiency. You guys are still in initiative as there is still something going on.
Yes.
Okay, how much freaking movement was that I just used? I can't see
Don't
where
you
I
have
came
like
from.
a movement key monk thing or something too?
I think
believe-
so.
You 55 feet. You are.
What's that?
You used 55 feet.
I used 55?
Wait, how did
Okay.
you get it to do two things? What?
You just left click or right click. Use the other click. So you click this one and then you click the other one, and
Oh my gosh! Now, oh my gosh.
God.
All right. So you still
I
have
mean,
about 5 feet of movement left.
yeah, I'll just. I mean, am I on it technically the way I finished him?
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't really occupy the space with Elona, so I'm just gonna end my turn, I guess.
But you're flying, bro.
That's true, but I don't want to be like rude, you know.
Just hovering
should.
over her.
Yeah, just.
I'm messing with my weave.
I got it. I'll click end your turn this one because it's so high up.
Oh, I was
Goodness
just about to
gracious,
do
that
it.
was
That
high.
works, though. There's a lot
I
of stuff.
didn't realize how high that was. All right, Goras, you
Can't move
hear
this.
coming from up here just that screeching and someone fighting.
All right, so I'm gonna head up there.
Okay.
3, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55.
You moved and dashed.
Yeah, the full.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, one
All right.
sec.
Let's see here. For everybody else.
All right.
There.
Can
you
I-
still see Eve there? Jared?
What?
Can you see through Eve? I just put Eve up there.
Ah, I don't know where she is. I'm zoomed in real close. Is she supposed to be up in the spot where
Up
Goras
here where
is?
Goras is, yeah.
I don't see.
Hold on. I just figured out why. Eve, why are you on the GM layer? There you go.
How dare
Oh my
you?
gosh, Eve, grr.
Okay. I can't control her though.
Quit being a little ball.
I know.
So now that way everybody else can kind of see what Goras is seeing.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
can I cast Bardic Inspiration on the dwarf?
Yeah, you can cast Bardic Inspiration on the.
All
on the
right,
grid dwarf up
do
there.
that. And then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on that guy right
How much movement did you use to get up there? You were
Oh,
right.
55.
right here. Yeah, so you have what, 30 feet of movement naturally,
Yes.
and then your action to dash is to get your 60.
Oh. Okay, shoot.
So you can use your bonus action to give him Bardic Inspiration if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
And I'll end my.
Okay.
Boom.
Hendrix.
What?
You just watched Goras run up into the corridor. To the
Yes.
left.
I'm going that way as well. Let me use this cool looking measuring thing I found. So that's 50. And then, so 60 takes me to right there.
Yep. You're good right there.
Right. I'm going to pick up friendship. Frickin' grab him
Object
up.
interact.
Like,
All right.
like, come on, little buddy, let's go. And we're gonna go. Bam, 50. What out? And, oh, that's the wrong thing. And then we're gonna go. I only got what, 10 more? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
10
then
more.
I freaking wish it was a different button. All right. So boom, right there. And like I got friendship with me, so
Yep.
I'm gonna set friendship down. All right. Whew. He's heavy. he's a big boy. You know, like he's got a lot of oil in him. All right, and gears and stuff. And then I'm gonna take and since I'm kind of flying, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot this thing right here with
Yeah, because you believe your wings of your cloak of flying or wings of flying give you 60 feet of flight.
yeah,
right?
yes, yeah, 60, yeah. So now I'm gonna dragon wing this thing for 19 to hit,
19 hits.
and 13 force damage.
Okay. And you're looking. You kind of can see the your ally there or ally. He looks pretty hurt.
Who, the dude right here?
Yeah, this guy here.
Old man Kringle. All right.
Yeah.
I guess what I could do is, I could use a bonus action to throw a healing. What's it called? Healing potion, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You also have a second shot, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was just
Okay.
making sure. I'm gonna do my second shot too. Catal, second shot, 13 to hit. It's probably not gonna make it, but hey, it's all right.
13 will not hit.
Yeah, all right, cool. And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to throw a healing potion at old crazy dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
you throw your healing potion at him. Do you say anything
Yeah.
to him as you do that, or do you just throw it at him without telling him that you're throwing it at him?
I'm just gonna be like, here you go, old man, or old timer, because he's got old white beard. You know, he's old timer. Just choose, not throw it.
He did not catch it in time.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's
on him?
he's too in the grips of his craziness. Yeah, he'll get a little bit of healing from it just because it kind of broke on him.
Okay. Wow, that's a crit fail on a healing potion. Oh
Yep.
no. Hey, a little bit's better than not. That might be enough to save him.
He looks like now like the one bruise that you see on the back of his head's kind of clearing up a little bit. Anything else for you, Hendrix?
Nope, I'm done. That's all I can do. Yeah, because I did my thing. And do I get? No, I've only got one action. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. There we go.
All right. The hook horror gets to go first as it just goes in to attack Old Man Kringle.
Old Man Kringle.
Ain't
God
gonna
dang
be
it, I'm old.
I think he's
27
an
and
old
a
dead Kringle here in a minute.
Yeah,
Oh my
27
gosh.
and a 19 to hit both hit him.
Ooh,
And
get
this
his
hook horror just begins to rip him apart. Body parts
no.
everywhere.
Are you happy,
I
Goras?
wasted a damn health potion on him.
You got your way in the end.
all this stuff. That's all I care about. Rest in peace, buddy.
And then this thing begins to just move up a little bit here. Kind of like as if it wants to protect its kill. Because, it wants to eat. And that's it for its turn. So, Elona.
Okay, so I got this question. Can
Yeah.
she object interact?
I saw the idea.
I mean, if we can't do that, I mean, I could probably just pick you up because, like, Bastion's 6.5 foot of
I like
machine and stuff.
I like it. That's a pretty cool idea. Do it.
Okay.
Make an acrobatics check as you try to fit yourself quickly into your bag of holding.
Man, I can already tell you this. The boobs are gonna get in the way.
I hate it when that happens.
You had to beat a 15, so a 17
nice.
works.
Just right
So-
in there.
Bastion, you just watch as Elona kind of opens up her bag of holding, just right inside.
Cool.
Kind of gets stuck on her boobs, and then all of a sudden you just say, "Go boom, boom." That's it.
And
It's in there. You're like, all right.
While you're in there, Elona, are you going to do anything? We'll say that was your object interact to kind of do that bonus action to actually fit yourself.
I'm waiting to dump me out closer so I can get into combat. So,
Gonna hold an action.
yep.
All right. You can whisper me what your action is. That way you can put it out loud. Either way. Is that it for you then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we need to move forward then. 10, 15, 20. I gotta move my camera up here.
And you picked up the bag of holding, I'd imagine.
What if he just left her there? She's in there waiting. Like, he's gonna let me out. I know it.
Yes, of course I picked it up. I thought I was holding it or something.
I think that was her bag of holding.
Well, I know that, but I
Yeah.
figured
Yeah,
that
she
she would hand it to me to hold so she could jump into it. Yes, she jumps in her bag of holding, and I just take it off and leave her in
You
the
just
bag.
throw it. You just throw it in a little hole, like next to a rock somewhere. And like, all right, let's go.
So I don't know what
All
she's
right.
doing, but I guess she wants to hang out in the bag. I'm out of here.
Let me just a second while I
No.
move some stuff around. There we go. All right, so we're gonna say that is that where you're dropping her?
That's as far as I can get on 60 movement. So yeah, I'll drop if I have to drop on the same spot or the one next to me, whichever.
Yeah, you can just drop her right there. It's fine.
Okay, then I'm dropping her there.
And then do you want her reaction to go
Sure,
first, or do you
sure.
want to go?
Yeah,
I'm
go
good
for it.
either way.
Yeah, let her go first. That was the plan.
Oh,
All right. Elona, you come flying out of your bag of holding, and you see this hook horror.
All this hook horror sees is two big old boobies flying at him.
Oh man.
Did you kind of like throw her out of the bag?
Yeah, just kind of like, you know.
All right, Hendrix is gonna be like, "Hey, that's my move."
Yeah, exactly.
Tickle, tickle. I can't take the name seriously. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What was your to hit there, Elona?
18.
18.
Yeah,
that
man. Just
Alright.
boobs and tentacles, man.
Hentai's dream.
Oh, this is for all them weebs out there.
Right. And the hook horror is now just all caught up in the tentacles too. It can't move. It's still alive though.
It's
So,
still alive.
Bastion, it is your turn after Elona's reaction goes off.
Okay. God. Can I
Shenanigans.
this might seem like a kind of heartless, but can I occupy the same space that the dead dude's in?
Yeah. You can just.
He's
float above
probably
him, yeah.
small enough that I can occupy the space without stepping on him.
Hey,
right?
is that a short joke? Because he's a dwarf.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
you can occupy the same spot.
Okay, well I'm still flying, so I'm above these guys, so I'm just gonna boop, and then you know what? I'm gonna come on down. I'm gonna come on down to. I want to face this thing head on, eye to eye, almost. He's a little bit taller than me, but not by much. I'm tired of flying, anyways. I mean, it's still active, so I'm just. Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah, you're like hovering above that spot.
Yeah, they're still active. They're active for as long as they're active, but I'm just coming down to the ground level with them.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I'm not
I know what you
turning them off. I'm not pushing the button, Come on. And I'm just gonna go at them with the old katana. The old katana.
Okay. Attack.
At advantage. 24 to hit.
24 hits
For
easy.
2, 13, and 3.
18.
It
Not
is-
super great damage, but
You lopped off one of its hooked arms, and it's now like flailing at you after
I'm-
being.
I'll do it again. To take the other one. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll also hit. And describe how you want this thing to be finished off.
So I bring the katana around to cut off the one hook, and I kind of do like a nice, cool little flourish thing to bring it around, and I just do kind of like what is that called? Where you stab, like I'm not facing him, and I stab behind me to finish him off, like a reverse stab or whatever. I guess that's what they're called. So I'll hit, my back's turned to him, but my sword's going into him. And I'm just like posing, kind of, real cool
like
and
falls
stuff.
onto your blade. As
Posing
you
away from the group, though.
Huh?
You're posing away from the group.
But I'm posing, but I'm posed towards the camera that the audience is watching, because it's my life is a TV show.
All right, this hook horror is now dead. Fire and energy just burst out of it as it kind of falls to the ground. Just an empty husk of what it was.
Anybody else want some barbecue?
Mm-mm.
Fried chicken.
Well, let's loot the dwarf.
Are we out of initiative?
Yes, you are now officially
Okay,
out of
alright.
initiative.
Okay,
All right,
then
Good job.
would run to the dwarf, and so
Looking
Boris, you
at the
better.
looking at the dwarf, before you do anything, make a medicine check. We all know he's dead, but make a medicine check.
I want to take his shit. Is what I want to do. Let's see here.
Medicine.
13.
It's for Elona. Sorry.
25.
This guy has been ripped into multiple pieces lying around.
Oh.
You didn't really need to make much of a medicine check, but you would think that if you were trying any resurrection type magic, you would need something pretty potent.
I can make you a sewing kit if you need it.
I was gonna revivify him, but because I can't revivify him, I could just,
You
Animate
just
it.
want to animate some dead people.
That is up to you. You guys, I will give you your magic items next week that you get from him. So,
Yeah,
man,
Okay.
I think we.
I will say Illmater over his body and find his head and close his eyes.
yeah, his head
Okay.
is somewhere.
Or
Don't
that.
forget to loot them. As I say that, I'm gonna run back over here and try to see if these two dudes are still like everybody's okay over here.
Yep. Everybody's fine over there. You were able to keep the hook horrors busy
Yeah.
in terms of fighting them over there. So,
And
all
I'm
the
gonna take
sound-
their.
You guys were making enough sound that
Okay. I'm gonna take their weapons from them and put them back in my bag of holding.
Okay. They kind of
don't-
just shrug. They're like, all right, fair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like my thought on it is like they were like the prison guards for all these people, right?
So sure.
So they
was
don't- yeah.
Sure was a prison guard. The
Yeah.
other one,
Was a prisoner.
Sarth, was a prisoner.
Yeah. But they're both drow. Like to the other people, like they're still in a place of power. They don't need to be there. Like they don't need to have the weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just need to be
Oh,
on an
I
equal
get
footing
it.
with them.
Thank you.
So yeah, and I tell them like, all right, y'all go back with the other ones. That's what
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna do.
the
For them.
idea. Trick, by the way.
Oh, dude, I've been dropping friendship out of that bag for so long. Like he's got so many dents in his ass.
Yeah, he's been
Stop it.
he's been doing that for a while. So
There was
Mhm.
one time I used heat metal on him. It was like, if I heat him up, does he take damage? And if he bites somebody when he's heated up, do they take damage?
It's good stuff.
all right. So you guys are out of initiative. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we wrap up the session for tonight?
Where are the goblins?
You see just the goblin bodies are kind of strewn all over the place, also having been destroyed by the hook horror.
Oh,
And another dead hook horror in the other room.
Well. Well, didn't that old man have like a bunch of magic stuff on him that y'all wanted to
Yeah,
kill him for at
That's
one
what
point?
I said when I walked away. I was like, grab all his loot.
Gotcha.
Don't
We're
forget that.
gonna okay. I just wanted to bring that up again because
I'm already
Okay,
writing out the items that he had for you guys, minus the ring, since Ilona has that.
Right,
Yeah,
you're right.
We already had that.
Yes. Well, I guess we should, rest up and with the eventually moving on from here. But
Yeah, can we make steaks out of these hook horrors?
yes.
Damage?
Can we like make fried
someone
chicken
else-
out of them now?
wants to cook or has some proficiency with like cooking things, which I'm not sure if any of you do. But if somebody does,
I have. I mean, I could heat it up, and I've got alchemist supplies and brewer supplies. I can make any tools. I can make anything I need to make.
and you'd be proficient with the tools. So yeah, I mean, you could cook these things up. Make a survival check.
Oh man.
Very
Oh.
good.
Bastion, you can assist since you have survival as
I was
well.
like, hey man, you know if we could eat these things?
Roll advantage, bro. I'm assisting you.
Oh, all right. So
I just rolled a second time.
yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Still good enough. 16. You think you
Bastion
could
don't
probably
even
cook
eat.
these up. You could cook these things up pretty effectively. There's some meat underneath the armor. actually pretty good
Cook
amount
or
of these things.
jerky.
Huh?
Cook or jerky.
Yeah.
Hook
Can I-
horrors themselves are approximately like you would guess these things with the armor that they have and everything. They'd probably be weighing at the lowest 400 pounds.
Dang,
Yeah.
mate, we can
So-
feed the
Yeah,
whole
that's a lot
group.
of jerky.
Multiple
Yeah,
times.
can I also get like a set of their hooks and chitin? Like
Yeah.
they're like chitin
Kittens.
and like the loot and
Yeah,
stuff.
check out all that. You can
Yeah.
check out all that stuff. Write it down and
I would
the
like
loot.
the kittens.
I want the kitten armor.
Under the tools, you should see loot
Alright.
underneath Money Bank. I'm going to make it so you guys can edit it so that you can add whatever loot things that you guys picked up that I say you're good at picking up. I trust you guys to not add things that you didn't get. So
Deck of
1
cards.
plus 11 magic sword. Badass them.
a plus 45 battle axe, you know.
I found a scythe that summons the Grim Reaper and he just does my dirty work.
What is this? The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
I will
got
take. Huh?
I got Mjolnir. What? No.
I don't think Goras would be able to wield Mjolnir.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
definitely not worthy.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I'll just write in deck of many things for me.
Right.
That'll be fun.
And then draw all the cards.
And then draw every single card if I can get that far.
Yeah, first
End up-
card is the one that drops you into
all
like
reality
the
or something.
it would drop you into like that the nothingness and
Yeah.
like
Okay.
wish,
How
nothing
can-
short of a wish spell can even locate you.
Dang. Guess I, it's my home now.
You're writing up a new character.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, what if? All right, so like the session's over, right? It's like we're
Yep.
pretty much done here.
Yeah. We're
But what if like there was a D&D session where like one person got that and they got teleported to the alternate dimension or something, but they wanted to keep playing that one character, so like every couple of things like you flash over to that other character, they're just doing their own thing, like picking daisies or whatever.
trying to find their way out.
Yeah, trying to find their way out, and eventually maybe they might find their way out. It would be best if they never
Hilarious.
did. If they never made it out, that way they could be like, well, this one didn't make it.
I have a cat cleaning my arm.
Yes.
Oh no.
Well,
Dirty arm.
I think
Clean
that's
it.
probably
It's
a good
cat.
time to end things. We went a
Yes.
little bit longer than I think we planned on it, but we also
Well,
haven't
I mean, we
played
started
in a
late,
while.
too, so-
Yeah. Hey, you know,
Yeah.
so whose fault is that?
And we needed to
You.
Damn, it's
feel
not
like
my fault. It was Roll20's fault.
feel like, you know, even though you guys didn't know who the Duergar was and he didn't even know who he was, I feel like this was a good demonstration of just how brutal the Underdark actually is. Like you can
Yeah.
see like these hook horrors come in, they start ripping this guy to shreds.
Yeah. It's a good thing we checked on our people that were escorting.
Yeah, they were fine because they kind of retreated back into a
I think
little
he's
cavern,
referring to
so-
crazy dwarf guy
Yeah,
who was going to
no,
murder
when we
us
like
all.
figure out the dude was like, oh, he's murdering people or
And
trying
then-
to.
You guys also had to kill off the murderous gray dwarf as well because he
Yeah.
was, you know, trying to show the severity of how dark this place is. So I hope that was a good introduction into that.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to make
Uh,
sure that Goras changes his alignment to chaotic evil before the next session. Just saying.
It was not chaotic. It was smart, if anything.
He's got
wants
to
to,
die.
just wants to kill anyone that even looks at him funny.
He didn't
Psychopath.
come from the top. Kill
Psychopath.
it.
About killing I wanted his loot by any means.
That's even worse, man.
Not.
I'm just gonna kill all these innocents because I want their stuff.
He wasn't innocent.
But you didn't know that at the time.
I called it. It's perception. I had like a 5 in that one.
All right, guys.
Anyways,
You guys have any
Yeah.
questions? Anything else you need before we go?
Goras number
Uh,
1.
No, I'm good.
All
nope,
right.
I think I'm all right.
We good.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you all had fun as well.
Heck yeah.
And,
And we'll be back next Saturday,
Provided nothing comes up.
provided nothing comes up, which does occasionally happen. But,
Should be
What?
what 5
Oh,
p.m.
I-
Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. Yes.
So if Jared doesn't waste 30 minutes of our
Hey,
life trying
hey.
to like figure out computers
Hey.
or the internet.
Hey. Hey. You right.
Hey,
Hey, you right. You right.
Nothing to argue with there.
All right, I'm gonna close the doors then, because that's a thing that we
Bye,
do on
everybody.
here now. Bye. See you guys next time. Bye.
While you close the doors. Hey, you stop